Hey, how y'all doing out there? You having a good Monday? We're gonna be doing the Abyss of Legends. Yeah, I think they were still sticking with the of Legends at that time. I think it was Necropolis to change that up. We're doing the Villains run. We did the Hero run last week. We had tested it, had a great time. We'll be doing that live as soon as it goes live. We'll do the full run. We'll do the full run, answer questions, have a good time. Try to go maybe a little bit quicker. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. My Discord server has voted, and we'll be taking up North Star for it. I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll actually be playing the game in French because in French, North Star is called Vega. I think it will be a good time. Did the video on the guide today. There's timestamps in the stream. Just doing everything we can to help people like have a good time with this event because I actually think this is really fun too. And if we're not being helpful and we're not entertaining, what the hell are we doing here, man? Today we'll be doing the Villains run. What's up, Red Hat? How you doing, buddy? Pixie, how you doing? Pixel. There's a Pixie as well too. Sorry, Pixel Wolf. What's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. Wolf Game Star, how you doing, buddy? Heart. How do you Chadan? Sorry, I said that with like some sort of very, very poor Japanese accent. What's up, buddy? Thank you so much for being here. Zachary, dude, with a 10 streaks. That's awesome, man. Thank you very much. Hyped to see the run through. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm picking a team that like I think this team's gonna work. I really do. I don't think it's gonna be like overpowered or ridiculous, but I think it's gonna be enjoyable. One of the reasons I'm enjoying these Abyss runs, maybe even more than the Ordeal, though I had a good time with the Ordeal as well, is I think there's a variety of champions that we can bring in. Right? I don't think there's just it's going to be a big switch when we hit to the Epoch stuff. So we're having fun. We're having a good time, getting to show a lot of champions. Like, you know me, I think the game's at its best when they're hype, when there's events, when there's a rewards for people to earn, and when there's a variety of champions we can use, and they're letting us use Marvel characters, and they lean into that sort of stuff. I think when they get too in the lost in the woods of like the various things and changing echo damage and all that nonsense, it's like, yeah, you sound like a little temper tantrum. For some reason, a toddler with a temper tantrum is being able to do because they're like, I want to do echo damage. And they're like, well, you know, for years we've built the game with this right there. And they're like, I don't care. I'm hungry. And they're like, okay, toddler, we'll go ahead and give in to you. Like, it's the kind of stuff that just creates disruption for the player base. When they just do stuff like this, man, I think it's just enjoyable. Like, so many people are having fun. Like, it's really, really cool to see. Shilling, you voted for Vega? Nice. What's up, Dyslexic Asian? How you doing, buddy? Been a minute. It has been a minute, man. Can't type. I can't talk. So together, we're gonna do well, man. You can't type. I can't read, and I can't talk. So hey, we're gonna have a great time today. What's up, Donnie? How you doing, buddy? Just finished our deal run through, but got through it. Nice, dude. I hope you had a good time. Let me know how it went for you. What's up, Shay? Playing my team with Sinister. Your team reminded me of my left. Dude, same here. Oh, it's still good to play him. Void, Mojo, and Venom. Well, this is for Zachary. That is for Ordeal or for the Abyss? About the Plat Pass, hoping we get Kitty Ascension materials. Ooh, I don't think that's going to happen, but I hope it does, buddy. I hope it does. What's up, Shay? Thanks for being here. I Can't Dance, Phil Collins. You guys don't want to hear me sing. I almost went into I Can't Dance. That would have been bad, man. No one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear that. Even my mom would have turned off. She would have been like, son, please don't ever sing again. I'm going to have to unsubscribe. What's up, Dre? How you doing, buddy? Thanks a lot for being here, bud. All right. I very quickly, because I think I started a little, actually, wow. Woo, I did a nice job of filling that time. I thought we started early, but it looks like we started actually on time. My Alliance, Upside. What's up, Upside? How y'all doing, man? We're having a great season so far, as usual, to the surprise of no one. Having fun, kicking ass, getting great rewards along the way. And when New War has started, we kind of have a general principle of filling out our assignment sheet, basically. Like we self-assign everything. And signing that in the first 24 hours if possible, because the last thing we want is any stress on the officers trying to make sure they get through everything. And I did sign up, and I almost always take Path 9 for my BG. And I gotta say, I might have to come back and do this. I was hoping to fill out the team and let the energy start brewing. But I think I might need to come back and do this because this is not looking. These are not placements that I'm used to seeing, and I don't want to force this. I don't want to rush this. So yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and do this. I think we'll just get started on the run itself. What team? Good guy. Good question, Paulo. Thanks so much for being here, man. Driving back to the shop. Right on, Donnie. Right on, bud. Can I do the deal this with having a Sinister? Absolutely, you can. Yeah, you absolutely can. Yes, absolutely, you can. I mean, we're at the point on YouTube, and that's one of the ways you can. For me, obviously, I do YouTube, right, and Twitch here. I'm a influencer. My kids are like, you ain't influencing shit, man. But anyways, I'm a content creator, and one of the things I look to is like the success of the videos for various events or for champion guides or reviews or anything like that. And then also how many people are jumping in on doing it. And so it feels to me like the community is pretty excited for these Carina's challenges. Like a lot of the player base who watches YouTube and that sort of thing is tuning in, getting advice and all that stuff. So you are actually have a ton of options like for Ordeal. Obviously I did both my runs. I live streamed both of them. I don't think I did a full guide on either, like I'm doing here for Abyss, kind of learning from that. I should have done them. I'm sure MCoC Encyclopedia. I'm sure MCoC Noob. Nagase put out tremendous videos, and Grass as well, amongst others. So I wish I had one. I didn't. I messed up. I should have done one, and I didn't. That's my fault. That's me. Still not good at influencing here, but we'll be getting that out for the Abyss. I did villain. Man, all right. The auto mod is tight, man. The auto mod is tight around here, man. We got a strict bouncer. Wolf Gamestar 20, dude. Thank you so much for being here for 20. That's awesome, man. I finished the Ordeal villain run, pulled M'Baku from the Titan Nexus Crystal. I'm sorry, Donnie. Unless you wanted it, in which case, congratulations. I did the villain Ordeal with Deathless She-Hulk. Yeah, she was awesome. Serpent, Venom. Oh, I see. Onslaught. Yeah, whatever. You're just doing a nickname, man. I ain't worried about it. Could have even just been a typo. Bastion, if that helps. That's awesome, buddy. Yeah. I had a great time in there. But thanks. I appreciate you providing a dominant Sinister team. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm very excited to do this team because this is our test run. We'll probably go a little slower, answering more questions, talking about the fights. I'm pretty confident this team can do the whole run, and I think they actually might be great for the collector himself as well too. There's a few fights I'm a little wary of, and so if we get roadblocked, we get roadblocked. But I don't think we will. I actually don't think we will. And this is literally the team. I think we're gonna have a really good time with this. The trick will be knowing when to try to ramp up JJJ. And just familiarizing myself with playing him. I played him quite a bit when I pulled him and then did the new champion testing. And then honestly, I haven't played him very much yet. In fact, Nagase took out almost the whole Ordeal with him, and I wanted to play Sinister too, but I wasn't totally sure I'd be able to manage the fights that well. And yeah, so I'm gonna try ramping him on thing. He gets a austere buff, austere armor up buff from each fight essentially, and then he carries it over, and those actually ramp up his damage significantly. So I would like to try this. So if we have to back out a few times, something like that, it's it is what it is. Do you think it's stupid to start doing the quests now, or should I have done them last week? No, man. You're talking about like Ordeal and all that? No, man. This is permanent content, and in many ways they're roster tests and also like skill tests. And so, dude, do them when it works for you. Like, I mean it, guys. Like, we'll take a second here. What's up, Il? How you doing, buddy? What's up, D-Monkey? How you, man? How you doing, old man easy? Does Koyo work for the hero run in the Abyss? That I don't know, Nicholas. That one I'm unsure. Also, I have to say the science fights, I did the full video on it today. Is the science fights, I think, are where you have a little bit of flexibility. Like, you're going to want to handle them for sure. But some people are like I'm about to use thing to ramp up my ramp up champion. And so I think you have a little bit of room in there. If you really want to bring the Koye, I guess you could. I don't know how great she'll be for thing, right? So yeah, it's really up to you, But I think that's one where you might be like being a bit self-indulgent. Well, there's nothing wrong with that when it's a video game, right? Having a good time, but you might pay the price for that on the rest of your team. So just kind of take a look at that. Would be my advice. For me, it's about to be a revive fest. Just don't start buying units, man. Honestly, like I played this game for so long, dude, at a variety of skills and knowledge levels. I've been really open and I've wanted to because I want to be helpful. Like, one of the reasons why I'm still playing this game and doing YouTube is I'm like, I have a community here. I want to be as helpful as I possibly can to these people. And this game's got things, man. It's got some stuff. And one of them is that it often causes this feeling of like, I'm just going to buy units and revive because I want the rewards. It's not fun. Almost never, ever, ever has anyone done that and then later felt good about it, right? And for some reason, it then makes us later feel like, well, I did it once. I guess I'll do it again. Don't do that stuff, man. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Take your time. Have a good time. Build up your roster. Build up your skill. Come here and ask questions, dude. You're on my Discord, right? Like, ask questions there. We're going to do our best to be helpful. Help people actually enjoy the game. Because if you play it a certain way, it can be really fun. I promise. We'll get to the actual fighting here in a minute. And there'll be timestamps for all this in case you're like, dude, I didn't want to hear you yapping. I'm going to go. You can come back. I'll put timestamps on all these things for you. We've seen three of the best Battlegrounds players ever. In fact, I think if you ask the majority of people who are like the top 5 Battlegrounds players ever, these 3 would, I almost guarantee, end up 1, 2, and 3 for longevity, name recognition, winning Battle Roam Brawls, winning the Battleground seasons. Barrowman, right? Barrowman. Liam, who won the Battle Roam Brawl, and then it was just C1. And then Andrew the Rough, like, won multiple seasons, was involved in both Battle Roam Brawls, made it very far in both, to the best of my recollection. Like, they're all quitting the game. Like, Andrew gone. Barrow is still, like, I think streaming once in a while. He's saying he's going to quit at the end of this current, I think this, when CCP stuff comes along. And Liam just literally won C1, and hopefully you caught his video on it. And hopefully, he comes back. He'd be coming back because the game has been fixed up and Command's making better decisions. And, I've transitioned it from informed casual to informed moderate, because I think casual kind of turns people off. Is like, just try not to get caught up in the various things that this game very clearly is trying to do to us, where we're like, oh, I've got to have the newest. I got to do the thing now. I've got to get this done now. I need those rewards. If I don't do this now, if I don't spend money, I'm never going to catch up. Man, you ain't ever catching up. That's the game. You ain't never catching up. You're never catching up, ever. You are always going to get to a level and then have to continue speeding whatever up to keep whatever sort of competitive thing you feel like you thought you got. But I got to tell you, you didn't get it. Look at Yusafa, right? Like, all this stuff. I like Yusafa. He did all his videos about wanting the whales to be treated better and felt special. We need to feel special. We need to feel respected. And Caban was like, all right. It's like making a deal with Mephisto, dude. They're like, okay. They even let Yusafa apparently work on the drop rates of the Banquet crystals up until 12:30 in the morning, the day Banquet went live. He then got 3rd in Banquet. And then Caban was like, how special you guys want to feel? How about you can't ascend these champions till 2027 unless you get them from a crystal. And then you see the whales. They're like, whoa, we don't need to feel that special. Whoa, woo, Mephisto, Caban, you've gone a little. That's not what we meant. And they're like, you sure that's not what you meant? Because here's the crystals, right? So just don't get caught up in that, man. You just see it time and time and time again, all right? All right. That's me. I gave my spiel. I gave my talk. I'm sure you guys might have some questions on it, or maybe you all tuned out. Either way, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you for giving the Discord invite there. I know I'm missing a lot of chat. Just please repeat it if you have questions. Hello, merci por las traps. Sí, de nada. I'll answer in a different question, a different language. All right. Yeah, you got it, Will. You got it, man. All right. Let's do this. All right. We're getting started here. I am going to put the timestamp. I don't know, obviously, if this is going to be a solo. I'm not sure what exactly to expect here, but we got Thing. We're going to try to ramp up JJJ. And then I have a section here for my notes for when we do this as a guide. And we just got what do we get there? Subscribe, Jacksoff. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah. Nice work, man. Yeah. Hey, you subscribe. I'll keep saying that name. We got a deal, Jacksoff. You got a deal, man. I like it, man. I like it, man. I was just telling my wife the other day, you know, went out to dinner, had a nice time. And we were just talking about like stupid stuff we did as kids, man, right? And I was telling her about how in high school there was this like they were trying to do this like very, I got to change this timestamp. They were trying to do this very meaningful like reflection retreat with a group of all teenage boys, right? And dude, our guidance counselor, like, bless that man's heart. Like in hindsight, I'm like, kindest, most gentle, nicest man there ever could have been. And he was working with all of us a-holes. And they let us name. They're like, you can name your teams, like whatever you want, right? Like almost every group did some version of we're the master debaters. Like almost every single one. And he had to get up there and name the teams. And he did it with a straight face. If you're out there, if you're out there, buddy, you know who you are, and I appreciate you. Some of us grew up pretty well, man. Some of us grew up pretty well. What's up, Infamous? How you doing, man? Curious to see JJJ. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, what's up, Crazy Canuck? All right. Let's play the game. It's finally time to play the game. 1705, JJJ. First thing, we're looking to ramp him up. Now, he ramps up in fights, but then he carries over one of those austere buffs. So it's real, it's legit. I don't think this fight in itself is going to go very fast. Very rarely is this a fast fight regardless. But we'll be looking to utilize our slow. I do have some nice synergies here for JJJ. In both Venom and I think it is Mojo. So Mojo will be taking the positive human form. I gotta pay a little bit of attention, I'm realizing, because if I don't, I might lose, and I prefer not to lose. The single hero we get, it lasts a pretty lengthy amount of time, and the slow actually lasts a lengthy amount of time too, so we should be a-okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't even boost. That is my fault. We will be boosting for the rest of the round. There we go. It's actually better if he has more power, so let's go and do this. This is a rank 4. I was got really lucky and pulled him. Got a bucket hit here. Yeah, I think we did it. And pulled him early, so he is Ascension level 1. I have to say, for not being boosted and this being the initial fight, I'm actually pleased with the damage. And I think I said it, but he will be coming in, one, for hopefully quite a few fights, but the Collector himself, I think he's going to be a phenomenal option. I believe MSD had shown a non-ramp. Oh, what? I thought I had the Falter. That's fine. I think MSD showed a non-ramp, like it looks like it was the first fight he had used JJJ, and he did solo them. So I think we'll probably be fine. I'm like almost 10% as good at the game as MSD is, so I'm looking forward to that. I feel like our slow started to get close there. Didn't enjoy that at all. Gonna try to get this thing a little bit more power. I guess we could use our special 3. Did I get it off in time? I can't tell. I might not have. essentially you want to be fulfilling your prompts. There's a lot of similarities to Mojo, his character. And then there's the flash mechanic as well, the camera flash. It's on cooldown right now, but there we go. And then we get the Fury. The more power, I think the more power thing has, the more the power burn does damage. But I'm not focused in on that too much right now, obviously. Just kind of want to come out of this fight relatively well. What's up, Hoocher? How you doing, bud? Hit into me, dude. Hit. Come on. If you have questions about how JJJ works, please feel free to ask him. I hope you can see if it's a alter mechanic you can use to get out of trouble, or just street openings like that. That's part of what I really like about him. And then of course the passive spell. He also is a non-crit champion with it's a plus 25% ability accuracy. I don't think it's on every single ability. I don't remember what exactly there's a very specific wording for it. Obviously helpful against dominance. There we go. So get those special too. We've got Fury up. He has some. They did a nice job of making him work well against mutants, right? There are quite a few mutants, obviously not all. And then also gave him some very like. I don't know what term you would want to use it. Like comic accurate, maybe would be a good word for it. Where he has interesting utility against Spider-Verse heroes or Spider-Verse champions. And then he's got this cool. He gets a second Fury when he's like in reverse controls, I think it is, and. When there's like an infuriate on him. Oops, I leaned into that. Trying to do a little too much talking. Made JJJ look at that. He doesn't like it when I do that. Oh, got the miss. And then you get the Fury when a champion misses from your That's it. I gotta say, for unboosted and the first fight with the ramp up champion, again, it is a rank 4 Ascension 1 champion. So I think keep that in mind as well. But for the first one, 6 minutes, 45 seconds, it's obviously not fast, but it's Thing. That's kind of what Thing does. How does the ISO burst work, dude? Honestly, man, I think that's one of the mysteries of this game. Like, it's my understanding is it like builds up over 50 seconds. And then I think if you're constantly hitting the opponent, it like pauses. It provides more damage as you go. It maybe we'll learn more, and it'll be like one of those mysteries that we unravel over the course of the next few years, and we learn how to like use it for more damage to our benefit. Right now, it feels like more of a benefit to defenders than anything else because they're getting it and that sort of thing. But I'll admit I'm significantly disappointed in it. What's up, Zeus? Leo, what's up, man? What were you expecting, man, from a tech champion against Abyss thing? What you tell me what you were expecting. Hey, what's up, Elijah? How you doing? Okay, can I expect? I'll explain the Echo Nerf. Hey, what's up, Ice? How you doing, bud? What's up, Messiah? So, shoot, it is. I mean, it's straightforward, but it's straightforward. What Kabam does with it is not. It's the red numbers getting extra benefit from mechanics like Vigor, right? Like if you think of like America Chavez in Raids. If you've played her, you've seen the videos. I think I put it in my rank 5 video. You can get to a point, and you can get there relatively quickly, where she's doing like millions and millions and millions of damage with a special, right? So those red numbers, Falcon Walking Taurus is another one. I know I've shown that. With the additional like multiplier or something like that of Vigor. They often talked about raids and where that is. And they don't want that to happen anymore, those additional multipliers. Where I think this is like, I don't know if concerning is the right word, where it's a little like, is they very much multiple times provided and used many examples and things of other mechanics that could exist, might exist, or future modes and places like that. And so it's very like Kabam, where an example would be like last year, hey, we built new battle casts and strikers. Everyone's very excited. We're like, yeah, okay, that's cool, man. And they give us so many, what's going on. And then like they do extra QA passes on the banquet champions, right? And everyone's like, hey, as a community, we just paid millions and millions and millions of dollars, and these champions don't seem right. And Kabam's like, they're fine, shut up, stop complaining. And we're like, no, really, like, they don't seem right. And they're like, did you not see? We wrote extra QA passes. And everyone's like, look, dude, we spent millions of dollars. They're obviously not performing like they used to. Even the 6-stars aren't. And thankfully, a community manager steps in and is like, yeah, this is obviously not right. Like, they use the word obviously, right? And or immediate or whatever, right? And then later, I mean, I knew what the problem was. I was like, it's going to be Pearson breaking through the things. I know it because I know that Kabam was very upset about that with Valkyrie and Hulkling for a long time. I was aware of that. And sure enough, lo and behold, they're like, oh, still yes. When we created those stat casts, we accidentally did this thing, and then that kind of like unintentionally nerfed Hulkling and Valkyrie. And you're like, well, what about the extra key passes? Like, yeah, we're just not going to talk about that. And so I think that's the thing is like Daunted, right? All of a sudden we found out Daunted wasn't going to work with protection. And that somehow is because of the stat cast too or something. So it's just at some point you're just like, whatever. It's the game will be the game when it's the game and I'll play it. But yeah, so I hope that was a nice little fun acting out synopsis, right? Kabam sometimes feel like the Gen Alpha kid who never got time. Yeah, I mean, I did the temper tantrum earlier, but yeah, like it was just very like, but I want it this way, and you're like, yeah, but like a bunch of people are relying on it not being that way. Couldn't you just make the future mode differently? No, why? Cause all right, that's good reason. Sounds fair. All right, man, let's go. Thanks, Elijah. I got it, buddy. I got it. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep having. We're 30 minutes in. We're on fight number 2. We're gonna have to speed this up. No, we're gonna take our time, dude. We're gonna have a good time today. I ain't rushing this for no one. We're having fun. All right, we're at 29 minutes, and we are on Omega Red. I really do think the Thing fight is like anyone. And we're gonna try JJJ. We're gonna try to get more ramp here. Let's remember to boost. Let's remember to boost up. I guess that's one benefit to going all in to get Madeline is got a lot of boosts now. We got a lot of boosts. So I guess there's that. We'll always have boosts. We'll always have boosts. Real quickly, yeah, he's just going to get the Fury. Essentially, this is just going to be a nice fight to ramp up JJJ. All right, let's do it. Sandman number 1. I love good Sandman, man. He's a fine defender. I'm answering the question about JJJ. I honestly don't recommend him as a great general champion. He's got a ton of utility. The thing is, he doesn't do a load of damage. Damage is definitely his weak spot, unless he can ramp up over a quest. And there's not a lot, right? Man, I didn't mean to. I was trying to actually fulfill that prompt. I couldn't get it. You can happy to get a new prompt if you need to, if you want to. We'll be fine. I'm like not worried about it. It's not like we lost our whole ramp or something. He is an XL champion and it can be an issue with him sometimes. I hear that coming through. Thank you very much. I'll obviously get to it when we're done with this fight. You also want to get really, if you're going to use him, you want to get really comfortable with the Falter mechanic. You've seen it a couple times in the stream already. Try to trigger it, and I just didn't. And I don't think that's the fault of the game. I think that's just been me not hitting the input enough. Let's get him a golden bar power. Grab this. All right. There we go. And we're going to push into a little bit more power here. We want to keep our Fury up, and then we'll go to Special. And it should do a bit more damage. Okay, that'll work. Don't rush into that. That's going to be key item number 1 on my guide. Do not run into the opponent's specters. Try to get out of the way. Do not stand in fire. You know, that kind of stuff. Really help people out. Tell them stuff they need to know. I mean, there you go. He ramps up over a fight. He ramps up over a quest. So when there's a possibility of doing that, JJJ is great, and he has tremendous utility. So yeah, I mean, people have told me he's actually a pretty tough defender. What I think is happening right now is he's new, so they're not used to his animations, and also people don't know to not hit his block. You hit his block, he's going to trigger the falter mechanic. So I think it's that, but he might be a bit of a defender where in certain scenarios you could use him on attack, right? He's got great utility. The passive slow and all that, right? And then he has a little bit of ability actually protection as well. So yeah, but I don't think you're going to see like, you know, Cantona using him to win Battlegrounds, something like that. We'll find out though. I'd love to be wrong. Hayden, thank you so much for the subscribe, buddy. Let's get you up there. You will be joining Jacksoff. Oh man, I love it. I love you guys, man. Hayden Seth 33. Thank you very much for that, guys. And as usual, y'all, you know, if I miss your comment or question, I've just missed it. I'm not ignoring you. I just flat out missed it. So go ahead and repeat it, or one of the mods or something. Quite a few of the moderators, quite a few really smart people in the chat actually have good info too. So. Oh, nice, Hayden. Yeah, dude, Sentry, like, people are using him to clear, like, the whole thing. And so far, JJJ's been great. I will say these are two of the easier fights on the path. I don't think it's easy, right? I think you got to know the game. You got to know how to play and stuff like that. But I think these are two of the easier fights on the path, right? JJJ's been doing all right, Venom. Yeah, so far so good. What's up, Messiah? This is why you are the god. That's right, buddy. How you doing? Thanks for being a good moderator. Is the Echo forum post in your Discord? I don't know if it is, Infamous. I honestly don't know if it is. I did a video on it, and I try to always link the posts in the video. So if you want to click on that or something like that. It could be literally Infamous. It could literally be one of those things. It's just a massive nothing burger. Like, it truly 100% could be. And as I said in the video, and I mean this, like, kudos to Kabam for getting out in front of it and telling us in advance. Like, I think it's better for the community to be concerned and kind of like get this out of us months in advance than it just like going into the game. So kudos to them. And it fits with what I said. I actually think we're going to see more of this. I truly mean this. Almost nothing we've seen. The exact scenario has surprised me, but I've been saying for a long time, I think this is a game in transition. I think they're very much trying to clean it up and make the game they want. And it's going to be rough. Almost all transitions are rough. So, yeah. All right. So we are on to Quake at 36:15. Quake. And we will also JJJ it. The one thing you need to watch out for is her charges. Unless we're just getting hit a ton, her charges aren't going to become an issue. This is a larger health pool. So, you know, if you wanted to like bring in a more high damage champion or something like that. But again, in the interest of ramping up a champ, I think we're just going to stick with JJJ here. I'm not going to heal him. I kind of want to see how much this. I want to see how much this synergy helps out. We're getting the. I think the synergy is the one with Venom. The Mojo one, I think, is providing an extra degen or something like that. Oh, that's a good point, Infamous. You do want to crit. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Thank you. I forgot about that. Or bleed. So I guess we'll actually bring in Zemo. I think we'll go Zemo. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Yeah, thanks, Messiah. Thanks, Infamous. I was so excited to use JJJ. Those charges are in the upper right-hand corner for Quake. And what the guys are saying is right. If those get to 100, I think it's like pretty much auto death. So the bleeds and these crits will be really helpful to keep them low. As you can see, like they're staying down. So thanks, guys. Not only did you help my ranks go a little bit better, we don't want to give out bad advice. And then Zemo has the non-contact medium, so I guess that's helpful too, in case you want to hit her block or something. Alright, we get it. You have a heavy. Come on, man. She was really enjoying heavy. I know she was reading. I'm not going to make the same mistake. Let's take this. There's only a rank 2 Zemo. Get some of these bleeds going, and then... In fact, I'm going to pause this real quick because I don't want to forget that note. Crits and bleeds. Not JJJ. The last thing I want to do when I do a guide video is say, use anyone, and then screw someone's run. So thanks, guys. Appreciate bringing that up. And it was at the back of my mind to make sure I remembered. And I wanted to make sure I got it down. Yeah, so I see the comment about Null. I think this villain's run is, there's going to be a lot of options, man. No. It's a rank 3. It's a rank 3. Not a rank 2. I think it's a rank 3, isn't it? Yeah, it's a rank 3, Zemo. If I pulled him Ascended, he'd go to rank 4 for sure. Maybe this will be enough to get me to rank 4 on him. I like him, in theory. I don't play him a ton. But maybe it's time. Thank you very much, Mr. Monsoon. 2 months. Thank you so much for all that support. We'll get your name up here as soon as we end this fight. Like, I'm sure you could tell, my Zemo gameplay is rusty at best. Like, I had to remind myself of things already. He's cool as hell, though, man. And he fits my whole thing with champions who have letters on, like, their belt or something. I'm a big fan of that. It's a guy wearing a hat with a big V on him. Yeah, that is true, Messiah. I I think I just have a bias slightly against Zemo because I got Zemo gated in the Necropolis. I tried to be like Karate Mike and use him for some tougher fights, and I seriously got stonewalled by Airwalker. But a lot of that was me not knowing what I was doing. I guess I shouldn't do it against him. Is God Sentry better? Dude, so far, Sentry looks like if you want to just use one champ and just blitz this, yeah, Sentry, but that is on the hero side. In fact, I want to say that while I'm doing the fight and trying to concentrate on a little bit, make sure, guys, and help each other out, right? Help out the other summoners. I keep seeing people, I think they don't realize that you need to do the run with all heroes or all villains. And or you're just not going to get credit. And I keep seeing people like ask about teams that have like a single hero, single villain, or whatever, and it's just innocent mistakes. But dude, if they go through their whole run, you know, nothing's going to tell them it didn't work until the end. So let's help each other out with that, guys, because that'll really suck, man. I don't want to see that. So let's help people avoid it. Sentry's good for this. He's a ramp champion, and so you do need to spend time ramping him up. And I think there's something about the maybe say the requests of these fights that he's particularly good for, and they're not asking for stuff that he doesn't do. So yeah, like for this, he's quite good, quite good. Check out Forgotten. Really cool channel. Really enjoy watching it, and he got it out first, and he did a really nice job with it. And then Nagase, and just I realized how that could have sounded. I don't think Nagase was copying someone at all. Nagase did it on his own. He loves Sentry. Okay, has now shown 20 fights plus the collector. So I just like, you know, whenever I can shout out anyone who I think is doing great work, I will do it. Who I've seen. And then, of course, a channel that's maybe a little smaller, I'm going to shout him out. So, and I like Forgotten's channel a lot, so that's why I'm saying it. Who do I think will be good for the collector for this villains run? A lot of people are going to be using Onslaught, Sentry, and I'm hoping JJJ. Actually, I know JJJ should be good. If it doesn't go well, it's going to be my fault. And because the collector, you know, has some RNG stuff that can just go against you, so sometimes that'll happen. But JJJ should be good. It's part of why I'm using him. Yeah, Old Man Easy. I saw you commented on that on the Heroes video, right? I think you did. I'm pretty sure I hearted that this morning. Well, Advan said in Mojo work, Mystic villains are quite limited. Yeah, I thought that too, Mr. PC, as I was looking through this yesterday. I saw a lot of smart players saying they were going to use Absorbing Man. And he's got that whole ability. I think he reduces the duration of Unstoppables by a significant amount. I don't remember exactly what it is. And that's one of the threats of those fights. So I could see that working really, really well. He can handle, it's like he reduces ability power rate by I think like 60%. I don't remember exactly what it is. While blocking, it's really interesting. Like they did a nice job of making it like too OP, more something like, hey, if you want to use it, you can. So yeah. What's up, Mohammed? How you doing, bud? Hilgendorf, I don't think I've said exactly hello directly. Like I've said your name and I've been meaning to. I think I've generically said hello to you multiple times. I gotta say hello, man. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, Sinister's got some funky stuff. I was not aware of that actual one saint, but that's pretty funny. All right. And Purgatory. Yeah, Mr. Monsoon. If I had Purgatory ranked up on this account, I would be using her. Well, I don't know. I got JJJ. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But on my free to play account, when it's time, oh, you best bet we're going to be using Purgatory. Great. Thanks for the reminder and shouting that out. All right, we are now at Medusa, and we will be using Mr. Mojo Potatoes. And we're at 4620 in the stream. I think this is one of those you want Mystic and Unstoppable. Help. Right? Go over that ability really quick. They're going to gain the Unstoppable buff every 30 seconds, but that lasts 15 seconds. So it lasts quite a long time. This is why, like, Absorbing Man, who could reduce that duration significantly. Mojo, probably. We're probably going to see the Unstoppable once or twice. Let's see how it plays out. But if you nullify a buff off the defender, the rest of the timer triggers. So Mojo does have the nullify off his SP1. I just want to see how this plays out. I truly don't know. No, actually, I did a test run of this. I was very distracted last night, and I did a quick test run. I think I did. Yeah, pretty sure I did. And I think it went fine. I was doing a lot of stuff last night. The Purgatory, you're going to want to be using her slow, though, right? And she gets that from Skill Champion, I believe. The Skill Soul. Yeah, wait. How would Purgatory handle this, guys? Her neutralize to try to keep it off? Yeah, because we haven't fought a skill champion. We fought Thing, Omega Red, Quake, Medusa. How is Purgatory getting the skill soul? Or are you not getting it till Aegon? Her cosmic nullifies. Thank you. That's right. Mr. Monsoon, thank you very much. What's up, Sage? How you doing, bud? All right, let's go ahead and do this. This is interesting. I think I did do... I think I stopped here. I was very distracted. And I can't remember if I used Mojo's nullify. Something that's kind of cool is, if you guys saw it, the camera mechanic is on Mojo. I just wanted to play around with it, so I used it right there. It's a swipe up mechanic. It's just fun, like part of their synergy. You brought them both in. I feel like we're keeping those Furies off the Medusa, so I don't really need to worry about throwing my special ones. Like, if I want to, it's fine. She's not parrying, so I did not mean to do. I'm gonna heavy. The evade can be a little, I think, tricky to get with these XL champions sometimes. You didn't want to, you know, this is a ramp fight for Mojo as well too. I mean, I feel like this is going inside. I was not about to try to dex that. Knock her down. All right. Funny how that looks like the slow logo. I think most of you guys wouldn't do this anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. But the color of the Mojo buffs and the Furies are so similar. I've realized I've confused them for each other a couple times. I want to see what that prompt is. I actually don't know it. Punish a special attack. Okay. It looks like Power Sting. Maybe that's actually why Andy's retiring. He's like, you're using prompts that look like other things. It's disrespectful of Mojo, man. Our first SB3. Yeah, Kick. I have to say the might bar has been disappointing to me. I'm hopeful that Kabam either tinkers with it, or we as a community maybe figure out some like hidden abilities or something that like maybe it's secretly better than we realize or something like that. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it besides that. I feel like it's been helpful to defenders, but I don't think that's what any of us were hoping for. Last set I dropped a clip 6 zones, never got him. Do you know, dude? I have no idea. Like honestly, I've said it a few times, Hayden, but like that's part of why I stopped covering the news. Like the views on the news were really good, and I was super informed about the game. But I was like, I've said it multiple times. I don't know how Rich does it. Like I don't know if he goes and meditates afterwards. I don't know if he just plays with puppies afterwards or something to like not. It's just nonstop that. And I'm sorry. I hope you get him. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Yeah, that's a synergy. There's a cool synergy. Is it, dude? Is it Zeekster or is it Zexter? Either way, cool name. Yeah, there's a fun synergy between the two of them. This team was specifically chosen because I do think they'll work, but also some synergies there that should help top up JJJ. Allison, what's up, buddy? Hey, so I don't know, I saw your comment on the Bee Gees video, and I did heart it, but I hope you get a chance to watch the video. You'll hear me call you out a couple times and actually kind of apologize to you and ask for your forgiveness, I believe. So yeah, now that I've piqued your interest. Yeah, Mojo looked good, right, man? It's because he's the man. You got that right. What's up? Hey Riddler, how you doing, bud? I watched the whole thing. Okay, cool. So you understood. Yeah, hopefully you understood my reasoning. Because the Illuminati really, I had her at 9, and the Illuminati really didn't say a word. So I was like, yeah, that works. And I was like, there's just so much uncertainty right now. Like, I'm just putting her at 8. If in 2 months we put her at 9, and I'm like, she should have always been a 9 or a 10, I'm fine. I'll be fine. All right. What is this? Scorpion versus Mephisto. We're at 53-45. Mephisto. We're gonna use Scorp. This is a weird fight too, man. I don't know. Spider Punk was so good for these fights, and I thought he was going to be possibly one of the Wink Links on my Heroes run. That like I don't know. Spider Punk's awesome. You guys know I love him, and I was like, is it Spider Punk just being amazing, or are these fights a little more simple than I was fearful they would be? Okay, so we just want to kind of, and then Mephisto is we don't want to incinerate him, which we can't anyways. Isn't he immune to poison as well? Yeah. Okay. So if you're going to use Scorp, use the Rupture pre-fight. Sorry, I got a couple of messages I need to look at. All right, we're still boosted. We're going to use our Rupture pre-fight. And I think I'm just going to utilize the SB1 over and over. If we end up naturally building to a special 2, maybe we'll go for it. But I'm just kind of, for Scorpion for now, I'm just going to try to get the fight done. Like I'm not going to try to fancy pants it. Le Goat indeed. She does look incredible. I will have to say. The stuff Allison's doing, I know she's not the only one, but she's doing some outrageous stuff. And Magic also like looks incredible. Like the animations, they really did a phenomenal job. So second, Zach, not Zeke. You got it, bud. You got it, Zach. What's up, dude? Yeah. Well, remember that was the BG's tier list too. But yeah, I'll be watching those war videos from you and stuff because we have the general tier list coming out on Saturday. I think I want to start her off in the second tier. It's really tempting to put her in the highest tier, but again, I'd rather be wrong on the short side. You know what I mean? I'd rather she be better. And then people are like, no, you're wrong. She should be higher ranked. Then I rank her high, and then I don't know. I don't know what would happen. It's just this is where the game's at right now. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just more like I'm giving out advice. So I want to like, hey, what's up, Derry? How you doing, bud? Okay. I did pick the right pre-fight, right? I did it. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the fight. Chi-Chi's War. It's been cool to see what you've been doing. That's for damn sure. I don't know what the prompt is. I forgot that that Scorpion would even be getting a prompt. So that's kind of funny. Oh, that's that evade. It is 1%, so just be mindful of it. It feels as though rank 4 Scorpion is going to handle this just fine. Any and all concerns may have been completely unwarranted. Oh, did you see that call out? That was pretty crazy. What did he say? Beat it, you stinking yo-yo. He called Mephisto a yo-yo. That's like an insult from the 1950s, dude. He like called him a booger head. That was interesting. That was pretty cool though. Do Scorpion and Mephisto have like beef in the comics? What's Cyber? How you doing, bud? What's up, Penny? Oh, the power gain. Okay, so that's what the synergy is. And on the fight to use Venom, we'll see it. I kind of forgot about how to apply the Scorpion. So when we complete the prompt, we're actually getting, I think it's like a 25% of a bar power. It's nothing wild. But sure, it's been nice. So when we get those prompts under us, and then, you know, the Venom team is what's giving Scorpion these furies. And I haven't really played with this much since I've had my rank 4 Scorpion. This is pretty wild damage, dude. That's really cool to see. That was really, really cool. I don't know how much my team, out of curiosity, if you guys could help me out, does anyone even have all of these champions? It's a pretty weird collection of champs, I think, or unlikely. You have to like have gotten lucky, spent money, a variety of things. So I don't know. Katya, thank you so much. And thank you for the sessions. I'm really glad you're enjoying them. They're doing what the whole point here is to hopefully entertain and inform. Thank you. You're absolutely so generous. And I see you doing this for a variety of streamers who I'm enjoying watching too. And so I really just on behalf of all of us, thank you. Seriously, it's a big deal and it's very much appreciated. Let's get you up on the board. You're definitely the top shelf summoner of the stream. Jacksoff and Hayden, thank you so much. And Jacksoff, thank you for just giving me that beautiful opportunity you gave me there. I really am eternally grateful. Let's get Katya up there. But yeah, if you have these champs, if you could let me know. When I do the guide, I'm obviously going to do. I'm going to provide more like other options than the fights I'm necessarily showing, because I do think it's kind of an unlikely team for a lot of people to have. I think with this fight, you just kind of want some help with the power gain. I don't think that fight was one of the terrifying fights originally. Apparently, I got lucky to have them all free to play. Dude, you did get lucky. Hell yeah. You got Scorpion from Banquet. That's huge. That's really big. Do you plan on awakening him? It's that Sig 1. So if I get a Scorpion video out anytime soon, one of the biggest points I'll be getting across is like, I've got him at Sig 1 and I have had him healing up like a monster. And just having that, what does he call it? Like a fortitude? That's not the right word. The thing he gets that allows him to block unblockables has been huge. It's been huge. If you don't have JJJ, so I need to go through that and do the full thing. A lot of people, I'm seeing Onslaught runs. I'm seeing Sinister runs. There's a lot of options. You do not need JJJ for this. Like, in fact, you could probably remove J. Jonah Jameson and use this whole team and just bring in someone else, and you'd be fine. Best options for Collector. I'm hoping to see that J. Jonah Jameson's one of them, but definitely Onslaught. Like, I think on Simula Sheet, everyone was using Onslaught. Steadfast, that's right. Thank you. Looks like JJJ is wearing a sweet headband. Yes. That's pretty funny. I didn't think of that way. He's like an old school basketball player, man. All right. We are at a point where this is another fight I think could get quite hectic. I think the Captain Marvel fight feels a little hectic regardless. So we're at 101, 50, and we are at Cap Marvel. We're going to use Mojo. So with her, let's go. Oh wait, no, I don't want to replace that yet. What am I doing? Cool. So with her, this is where, okay, while her opponent is above 1.5 bars of power, Captain is going to deal energy damage to them. That's it. It's not as bad with these 7-star rank 3s and rank 4s as it felt at the time. Every 15 seconds, both champions gain a 10-second power flood buff, gaining 1.5 bars of power. I'm curious if Mojo is just going to make that feel like nothing. This is going to be really interesting to see, because we still do want to kind of go, I think, to Mojo's special 2. We'll see if just a special 1 alone is enough, and then we'll just throw special 2 when we get to it. We're also going to be doing extra damage to her because she suffers that extra damage when energy charge generated by the effects of Mystics. So I think there's a chance this fight goes very quickly, and all of this was for absolutely nothing. But it is 5 million health, so I kind of just want to be careful with it. Let's do this fight, and I'll get back to it. What's up, Luke? I see your question, man. Yeah, dude, Hilgendorf Strange is awesome. Okay, yeah, let's do this. I should not have triggered my falter when I want to block a hit. Okay, let's try to get this out of her now, because I think that's also a danger. In fact, I did this fight the first time with Kushala, and now I'm remembering. I did not need to worry about Captain Marvel Special 2, like I now do, right? She wasn't blocked. Actually did not mean to throw that. I'm gonna hold on to the camera in case she does get to her special 2. See if it helps me get out of a tricky scenario here. She goes unblocked. So that actually might be that might actually be really helpful. We'll see. The special 2 I think might be longer than the falter is though. So yeah. Wanted to trigger my anti-light field before I do that special. Oh, dude, that was awesome! The falter was clutch, and it was longer than the special 2. That was freaking cool. I truly had a lot of fun with that. So I had so much fun that I completely forgot how to dex the special 1, but I don't even care anymore. That was a good time. Right, I need to settle in, or we're gonna lose a fight that's very winning. Hopefully you guys saw that. I'll probably be, this run is going well enough. I might even chop these up into a couple like individual videos. But this will definitely be in the, I should recorded the last stream. And in the guide for this, I'll show fight examples. Oh, I'll definitely get to the chat, guys, after this. I see you saying Matty P, and it's getting me very intrigued. Mojo's great. Unblockable SP2 is issue. So nullify power control. All right, that makes sense. All right, well, what's everyone saying? Is the Abyss going to be easy? I think if you have the like wide roster, like yeah, I think it's a roster test for the most part. And I think if it is, it's a good time. The fights aren't easy, but I think it's a good time. I had systematic, she can do it, but she is missing one thing in my. I hope they fix her nullifies via synergy. She doesn't have. Does she have them? Does Matt? She doesn't have them. Let me read the rest of this. Maddie OP too? Really? She's OP in here? I have her R4 Ascension 2. Allison, she does a lot, but she's missing more nullifying. I like it. It's the one thing she's missing. She feels like a really balanced champion to me. Like she pops off where she's supposed to pop off. She doesn't where she doesn't. Good champion for the game. Her SB1 feels sure. Doesn't her SB1 like replenish her shield? Oh, she can nullify via pre-fight. I forgot about that. Thanks. I hope I got one. My intention is to test and do all that stuff. Get out my opinions on her. She's like a fun but very controversial, in a good way, champion. So I'm excited to do that. I have played her. I've been able to play her literally not at all. And so I think you guys know, but I'm probably not going to be streaming towards the end of the week. I put out my stream schedule for the week because I have a lot of work to do, and because I'm going out on family vacation. So I'll be gone almost all of next week. And so whenever that happens, I have a lot of work I need to get done. And then, of course, I'd like to get some videos for while I'm gone. And so I'm hoping while I'm on my vacation to actually play her a little bit. And I will say, what I was considering doing was seeing if she was good in Abyss, was leveling her to rank 4 for my objective run, to get the objective done. And then live stream when I get home. I think it'd be a good time. So we'll see. I got 7 hours of practice with her, so I'm there. Messiah, you feel like she was good in Abyss or just good in general? Curious. Hey, what's up, Colin? Out of the 3 champs in the selector for the first R4 challenges, who is the most unique in their respective classes? Woo, Colin coming in with that's a dude. I love that question. And we'll go ahead and we're doing the testing stream, so let's go ahead and get to it. Let's see, what is Carina's challenges, which would make sense. Complete 4 of the volume 4 objectives. Oh, dude, we're gonna get some nice stuff, dude. Oh, right on. That's pretty cool. I'm glad they did that. I don't think I'd fully processed that was a just doing 4 of them was going to get you some pretty good goodies here, dude. What is the actual question? Who is the most unique? Dude, I'll be honest. I don't even know, because they're all pretty powerful and unique champions. I love Masakure. I would say I can't put him in the same tier list caliber as pretty much the rest of these champions. Although I do think Bullseye's fallen off quite a bit. Maybe Void is down there with Masakure. The rest of these are tier above all champs, dude. Shang is arguably tier above all. Jean's phenomenal. They really chose just absolutely banger champs. But I don't think any of them. Spider-Man Stark Enhanced is the only one that's not. No. Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, Spider-Man 29, and Masakure, I think, are still only in crystals like this, sales, and that CCP challenge, right? I don't think any of them are in the basic. While the rest of them, I believe, are actually now in the basic crystal. So if that's what you meant by that. Oh, sorry, I mean Spider-Man 29. Yeah. I think Stark Spider-Man he's like a healthy broken, don't know how else to really say that. He's ridiculous, dude. He is so good. He's helped me so much in Battlegrounds and tough questing content. I used him so much in Wheel of Fate. I love him. He just hits so hard on his basics. He's just incredible. And I'm a big fan of Spider-Man 29 and MCoC, so I'm a big proponent of like get Starkey, get him awakened. U.S. Jessica Jones. Yeah, I have all of them too. So I'm not. No, I might need to awaken start Spider-Man 29, but honestly, I'm probably not going to play him much. I used to play him so much, and maybe I just got tired of him. The only champion second I have is Medusa. Dude, get Medusa. Hopefully you saw. I'm probably going to use her in my live run for Heroes. She did phenomenally for me. Hey, what's up, Fasib? How you doing? All right. So far, dude, this run is going better than I thought it would, because I feel like we're discovering little nuggets here that have been pretty helpful. Like the falter for Mojo to kind of get out a little bit of trouble, right? For some reason I messed up the SP1 evade Captain Marvel quite a few times. And so when she got to the special 2, we used it twice, dude, and the falter lasted just long enough. It was awesome. It was like kind of like a get out of jail card. It was awesome. All right, so now we're on to Ghost. 11330. Ghost. And we're going to use Venom. Each time the defender struck, go onto the armor up, they gain a charge. Okay. Okay, so we basically want to keep the armor off. Okay. Armor break. Or removal. Or power steal. Interesting. I don't know why I thought it was power drain. I might need to make a pinned comment in the video I just put out this morning. I think in that video I called it power drain. I have to go back and check that. Hey, have a great one, Charles. Thanks for being here, bud. Oh, gracious. No. When the free-to-play account's able to do this, I'll be excited to use Purgatory. I love Purgatory on that account. She's probably going to be my second rank 4, which, depending on when our Alliance Coliseum rewards come out, might be literally today. So I'm really excited about that. Dude, guys, we hit 3,600 followers. Thank you so much. We're coming up on a couple big milestones. On my YouTube and Twitch, and so I think we're gonna have to do some sort of celebration next month, dude. I think we're gonna do some sort of giveaway to celebrate that. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you very much for all this. All right. Yeah. So this should be pretty smooth, and I don't think I'm missing anything crazy. Rank 3 Venom, Venom Relic. Expect into deep wounds. Gonna keep the armor breaks up. She's armor broken, so she can't really do anything. I forget what Venom's SP3 does. Let's hit it to see. We won't go anywhere, Messiah. We'll be here. Thanks, bud. Venom's SP3 looks cool. That's for sure. Thank you very much, Jaden. That's very kind to say. I looked down just in time to see the carnage and get out of that. Dude, Venom is just melting these champions. Like, I feel like our basics are even hitting hard. The our power gain is ridiculous though because of the two synergies. But again, that's not feeling like really a problem. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Might just be better off not even throwing any specials. It's like, keep the armor break off, keep your precisions, and just go for it. Yeah, I don't think there's much to say about that fight. What's up, Pop Images? How you doing, bud? Gonna just, I'm not really going anywhere. I'm just gonna stretch for a few seconds. All right, we're back. All right, we're moving on to the next fight. Make sure you guys, when you have a choice of which path to go, make sure you've got a map or something. Like, it's not, you go the wrong way, and you might end up with a really bad time. We do have the map up on my Discord, of course, but there's a variety of them available. Iron Man Infinity War, we'll be using Venom again. And the structure, Power Steel. So it's the same thing. Yeah, so it's the exact same. Okay. And then I think Venom gets a true strike when the opponent's below a certain amount of health. 18. Yeah, so we shouldn't have to worry about Iron Man's auto block when that happens. Yeah, I think we're just going to throw special 3s too. And just let our buffs continue to... I don't think we're going to throw the special 2. So yeah. Just want to make sure your repair game is on point. And get out of the way of those special 3s. Or special 1s. We know what we have to do to get the Star-Lord to do port mission. Yeah, I think they're going to unlock one. I believe it is to defeat the Quake. Now, some people are going to actually utilize the hero run and just do it all at once. And I do think Star-Lord will possibly be quite good for it. I'm going to do them in 2 separate runs. He just didn't... I really don't know how to play him very well. And I've got a Chill who was phenomenal. So I'm just going to do that. But, did he say missing some cookies? Dude, the callouts have been really interesting on this. What did he say? Did anyone catch that? I didn't catch it. What's up, LaFlame? What's up, dude? So you could get the Star-Lord from that. I'm gonna wait, just in case they add an extra objective, or I don't know. I found it surprising that Kabam is letting people go in the beforehand and get to the collector. I like that they're doing it. I definitely do not want them to change it now. But I've been a little surprised, and I want to stream them anyways. So that's why I haven't been doing it myself. But I don't recommend it just in case Kabam does kind of at the last minute change it or something. This one's interesting, man. Like, I mean, Venom's obviously good for it. I don't think he's amazing for it. Be doing a better job of keeping the armor up off. But there's sometimes not much I can do. So I don't think this is like, this is one of the, it's not like bad. I don't think we're not gonna lose the fight because of it. But this is where a champ like Medusa or someone who's not relying on bleeds would be superior. So maybe it's time to throw our special 3. Doozies? Is that what he said? Doozies? Oh, that's pretty funny. I'm glad this isn't one of the 5 million health pool fights. When does the Star-Lord challenge go live? I believe it will be Wednesday. Thanks for getting to it, Lola. Is anyone known last week with Gal Palette? No. I think we still have, since you're fired? Dude, these calls have been hilarious. And I don't believe I've ever seen them before. I think the Galpal event is lined up with the EQ, right? So I think we have a couple weeks left. Just the speed of the other fights, this feels almost, this feels tedious. Missed some doozies. One of them also says Eddie Brock and just keep. So are they just, Venom? I don't think I've seen them before, or if I have, I didn't realize. Is that because it's fighting Iron Man for some reason, or are these just Venom callouts? We're almost there. 2 more iterations. Oh, right on. Yeah, because I think I saw somewhere that they were saying there's going to be more objectives to get points for the various events too. So 2 more. That's pretty cool. I've liked it so far. I thought it's been a great side quest. I didn't like that it made me read though the Cyclops one. That wasn't very kind of them. But at least the writing was good, so it made the reading not so bad. It's the what's called the easy path. If you've seen the map, it's yellow. I'll bring it up here actually after this fight. Could be good to just do a little refresher. Please don't kill us. This will be annoying. That is so annoying. I just wasn't paying attention. It's from the JJJ synergy. Ah, got it. Okay. Venom's not amazing for this, in case it's not clear. This is the weak spot in this one so far. Hopefully none are weaker. Obviously we can get it done though, so we'll just revive him and go. I wonder if someone else would be better. You know what? Actually. I want to try this. It might not matter if we get powered. though. Did you see that call out there too? That was pretty funny. The what, are you petrified? That's pretty funny. Come on, dude. We both know that you're eventually going. You are a total jerk, dude. I'm surprised we don't have the Coliseum rewards. Oh, no. It's only 11. I give it a couple hours, and I would think we'll get, you know. Yeah, this is the weak spot in this team, for sure. Not great. Venom's not great. If you guys can think of a better way for Venom to take that fight, let me know. But I just don't think we can. Oh, yeah. Let me pull up the map. There it is. So we're taking this this white, oh, I'm sorry, not white, yellow path. You guys probably can't see my cursor. But, you know, thing on down. And it's generally considered the easiest path. I think there's like a few fights. You skip out on this green goblin. Sinister and Punisher 2099. So, yeah, you know, it is what it is. And now we move on to Joe Fixit. So this will be a Zemo fight. I would think the Alliance Coliseum rewards would come out today. It felt like it was considered a regular week of AQ. So I assume they're coming out today. I know I'm expecting them today, but I don't think there's been like official announcement or anything like that. All right, I'm making my notes for my guide video. All right, Joe Fixit. I don't anticipate this fight being overly difficult. Every 10 seconds, Joe will gain a random buff, or the attacker will get a debuff, which would be helpful to us. Striking Joe special 3. So we don't have problems going to our special 3. Remember in my heroes run where I said, if you're using shield, I think you might want to wait to use your special 3. I know most shield fights use it early in long form. It got close for me with Joe when I did the test run. Looks like we could just land a heavy to get it done instead. Okay, let's give it a go. This might take a while. Let's see. When will the new Goblin objectives come out? That I also don't know. Yeah. Where's content code? Oh, I don't. I had a content creator code last year, and when I left the CCP, I gave it up. I knew that leaving the CCP would mean that I would no longer have a content creator code. I really appreciate you looking for a way to support. Just being here is incredibly supportive, and I appreciate you doing that. So yeah, I don't have a content creator code, and I'm not in the CCP. Don't worry though, for those watching on Twitch, you do get your drops. I don't think the CCP exclusive drops are starting until next week or next month. I mean. So we got time, and I want to see how those play out. I'm not. I realize Barrow has some different feelings on it, and I totally respect his feelings, and I get this point. I think Barrow and I are just kind of doing some different things too, so I think that's part of why it's hitting a little bit different for the two of us. And I maybe should not have done that. I need to go to special fight. Because he's even getting advanced combat power right now. Oh wait, if I heavy will no heavy was from defense. Yeah, see these power floods, dude. If this happened with Shield, I would have some trouble. She does extra damage because he's a Gamma champion. But yeah. There are special nodes. Well, it's more like special abilities, right? Like there's the Abyss nodes themselves. Like there's the 1% chance to evade. There's also if you have class disadvantage, I think that chance to evade goes up to 10%, which is why like the collectors got it. But do you want to check the champions themselves? Quite a few of them have similar abilities though. Like a lot of the tech champions have very similar abilities that are just special or unique. This node actually kind of plays in nicely to what Zemo's doing anyway. You're not like throwing the special 3 isn't bad with Zemo, you know? It's just gonna take a while. Link block, thank you very much. Appreciate that support, buddy. We are well, I imagine you know what we're doing, but we're doing the test run for villains here. It's actually going really well. Yep. Missing that was the best, but we're fine. The Venom fight, we had a death there against Iron Man Infinity War. Iron Man Infinity War going bleed immune. It made it kind of take a long time, and then I looked up to the top and to read the chat, and he got the big power gain. I didn't notice, and he went SP3. Other than that, I feel like the run's gone really well. I'm gonna try to push Joe to special 2 here if I can. Nope, didn't work. Yeah, chance enhancements. That's a good name for it. Thank you. Yeah, I call them like special abilities or whatever. I'll be doing the full guide on off of this run as well too, and we'll call out those out. If you know of a better way to play Zemo, let me know. Like I said, I like Zemo. I don't typically play him very often. I realize I could be like going for intercepts and stuff like that, but it just doesn't feel like. Well, I mean, that's nice, I guess, but it doesn't feel like I would be receiving some massive benefit from it. For this side's helpful. This is on the live server, so these are my boosts, my units, no name, what did you share there? But I'm sure it's something helpful. I just want to be able to tell people what it is. Is it the map, maybe? This challenge is coming... Like, I was actually playing while reading right there. I can see out of the corner of my eye. This challenge is coming next Wednesday. Or, no, sorry, this Wednesday. So in like 2 days. And I'll be doing a full run on... I'll be live streaming a full run that day as well, too. As of right now, my intention... No, wait, hold on, I'm sorry. This is the Villains Challenge. The Heroes Challenge will go live this Wednesday. The Villains won't go live until the following Wednesday. So, the 25th. Getting a little brave, totally looking away. Probably shouldn't do that. So the Villains will go live on... No, I'm giving you guys the wrong info. The Hero Challenge will go live on the 25th. The Villains Challenge will go live on the 1st of next month, which will be April 1st. I will be traveling. I'll be on family vacation. I'll probably put up some photos on Instagram and stuff like that, and I'm going to record some videos on YouTube for while I'm gone. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Going to do a fun series. I think you guys will enjoy it. But the Villains will go live on Wednesday, April, and I will live stream that when I get back. I hope that answered the questions. I got a little confused trying to play and answer questions. So, why do I have X account that supports Elon? You know what, man? I think that's a really good question. I don't know if I can properly answer it. Not gonna lie. And I'm not a big fan of that. It's a really hard thing, because, like, it's one of those, things where, like, everyone is there. And that's, a great question for, I've often talked about starting a second channel, and, Marvel Contest of Champions got just so busy with me wanting to get out, like, guides and streams and stuff on it, because I am very committed to helping my audience here. But that would be a tremendous thing for my second channel. I've not claimed the Alliance rewards yet, though. Although we should reset the game. So here, what I'll do after this fight is I will reset the game, see if maybe I have any bombs. I believe we can get rid of that. What was that? A weakness by having. Yeah, that's part of the node, or Joe's abilities, special abilities for this. Not Joe and Venom. Cool. I mean, Zemo makes that fight very easy. It's just not heavy to get your own debuffs off. SP3 to remove Joe's buffs. All right. Really enjoyed listening to your Abyss guide on my dog wall. Ah, dude, that's good to hear. That's like hopefully the ideal thing. When I do the villains guide, I will. My intention right now is to voice over this gameplay. So I just forgot to record the streamed run last time, and when I download the stream off YouTube, the visual quality is not as good. So I'm recording this whole run to be able to kind of just show gameplay. Hopefully that'll be helpful. You got it, Stuart. I totally understand your principles, man. You are well within your rights to do it, big man. Hey, seriously, full respect. Appreciate you being here, though. And if you go away, I fully get it, buddy. I really do. All right, I'm gonna reset the game. I'm gonna be right back. I'll be back in just like 2 minutes. We'll continue on the run. All right, we're back. What's up, everybody? How you all doing? Thanks a lot for waiting there for a little short little break. I don't understand when you don't like the honor of him. It doesn't mean there's. Yeah, thanks, Austin. You know what's funny is we'll take a few seconds here to talk about this because I actually really love these sorts of conversations. You guys know, but I also know that a lot of times, at least for this, people are here to see this thing and talk about the game, stuff like that. But you also are aware of my streams. We often go into various things, and real life comes in. Is I want to say is I fully respect Stuart. I believe it was Stuart. Yeah, Stuart. Stuart's thoughts, opinions, and feelings on these sorts of things. I think they have strong feelings, and I think it's kind of ridiculous sometimes when there are people like this who, in my opinion, are doing some like pretty evil things. To just act like it's business as usual or normal or customary, okay, like normalizing, I don't think is the right solution. Period. Also, though, one of the things I feel like I've learned over the last 20 years or so is there's varying degrees on these things, right? I would not sit and try to reason and rationalize and talk and have deep conversations with someone who's like a murderer, let's say, okay, if it's to that extreme. But I think there's all these degrees of disagreement and things like that where we're so quick to just like villainize the person that's different than us. And sometimes I feel like I can learn through having conversations with people who disagree with me, or if the person disagrees with me and they're genuinely acting, like if they're genuinely interested in having a conversation with me, I feel like we can maybe learn a little bit from each other. A lot of my friends are actually very different than me. We maybe grew up in different places, different ethnicities, different religions, different whatever, these things that often bring a lot of disagreement. But over the course of my life, I found that more often than not, at the end of the day, and I hate to sound so simple with this, I know I'm not the first one to say it, like we just want a nice place to be able to like try to succeed, take care of our family, put a roof over our head, like do these things that are like very basic human needs, right? And so if we just kind of like cancel each other out, what we're doing is if we remove ourselves from the places where those conversations are happening, then we're only letting the places be dominated by the people who disagree with us. And so if there's young men, young people, young women, whatever, it doesn't matter, anyone, and they're only hearing the messaging and the systems from the side that you find abhorrent, then in some ways we're letting that side be the only voice. Really, I'm curious all you guys' thoughts on that. I'm not going to let this stream now become dominated by that. Not that I'm like against it or I think that would be terrible, horrible. It's just not what the stream was set up to do. So that's just something that I kind of feel like I've learned over the last, like I said, like 20 years or so is if the person is willing to genuinely interact and talk with me and stuff like that, I often have found that we have so much more in common. And by letting just one, and here's the thing is like, these like various influencers or various companies or corporations or places like that, they have a message they're very much trying to get out. And so if I or us just let only them be the one speaking, then guess what? Like on some point, I think that falls upon on us as individuals. We're like, oh shit. Like if I only let my kids only get opinions from someone else and not me, then that's me. That's my problem. So not that, obviously the responsibilities of a parent, I think are bigger and broader, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. I hadn't really put that speech together. I hadn't really planned on addressing it. So that was just a little off the top of my head. Yeah. Okay, let's get to this. I said that I would relog in. I have been chosen. I'm the chosen one. I knew it. My mom always said I was special. All right. Okay. What's this? This is the weekly super event. Why are we still getting rewards in these currencies, guys? Come on, man. Whatever. Okay. Probably your first ride rank find Nico. Hell yeah, man! Congratulations. And I appreciate. I know you guys are being supportive, but Stuart's probably gone anyways. But let's leave him alone, man. The guy has some strong convictions. I don't think there's anything wrong with that either, right? Like this is what I'm saying. It's like we got to find ways to try to get along, unless someone just shows us that like they're just absolutely gonna like be habitual liars, or they're more interested in manipulating and lying to people. I think we can try to find ways to get along if the situation is important enough. What is this? Weekly super delayed? Due to a delay in the weekly super, we launched the following items to help your battles on Lion's Quest. I have no idea what's going on. Let's get back to the Abyss run. I have no clue what's going on. I thought we'd have Alliance rewards by now too. Well, it's still only 11:30. Let's give them another hour. But before I'm like, I really thought we'd have them by now. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know where the Coliseum rewards are. It's of one of the many interesting things Kabam does. Remember, they're located in Vancouver, in North America, there in Canada, which I believe does use daylight savings time, meaning they switch the clocks an hour forward and back twice a year. And Bam one year, and they actually said it. They actually said, I was like, I can't believe you're actually saying this. This is amazing. Was like, yeah, we're just not going to do it. It's too hard to get everything adjusted. So we're not going to change our timers. I was like, what? Like, could you imagine going to the doctor and the doctor's like, oh, you're late. And you're like, no, this is the time for the appointment. You're like, oh, yeah, we're just not doing daylight savings time. Do you know how hard that would be to change all the appointments? Like, yeah, there's no way we're doing that, man. You're like, so you're just constantly on this time? Yeah, that's just, what like, so anyways, Kabam said that. And so I think in their world, it's only half an hour after the time AQ used to. I don't freaking know, man. Yes, but Vancouver will stop changing the clock from now on. The government. Oh, really? Okay. So Kabam that's probably what they did with all the money from Banquet, is they lobbied the Vancouver government, the government of Vancouver, to stop doing it. They were the anti-clock change lobby based on what they made from Hulkling and Valkyrie. Now I understand why AI 2.0 isn't here. The string is awesome. Oh, I actually had no clue on that. All right. Less jokes, more gameplay. Let's boost up and let's get back to the action at hand. 151. Mordo. Scorpion. I'm just really happy to use their money for something important like that, you know? The anti-clock changing agenda really needs more support. Command time should be the current curriculum around the world. Oh man, this is a good time. Y'all make me laugh, man. All right. Let's go. Let's do this, Mordo. We're gonna need to heal up. Bringing Scorpion to finish off that Iron Man was a terrible idea. All right. This is, like I said, this is my live account, live server. So there's a chance we'll need to go get some potions. But actually, that's been one really nice thing about this team is if I hadn't made the dumb mistake with Venom there, I don't know. That could be a problem anyways. We wouldn't have had to revive or heal, and the only reason we had to heal Scorpion was because of that, bringing him on to try to finish that run. All right, we will put on the Rupture debuff here. And let me just familiar. Yeah, so this is just, this shouldn't be a problem. This is that Fate Seal, if only a certain amount of things. Now, we don't have we're not going to be able to stun Mordo. So this could be interesting, but I think thanks to the Venom synergy and stuff, this is being a rank 4 Scorpion, we're going to go fast enough. And thanks to that power gain, we're going to get plenty of power. And yeah, let's see what this first special one does here. I have a feeling it's already down. Yeah, so we're taking off like 10% of pop just through one of our own special one rotations. That is the most aggressive I've ever seen a Mordo while he has the power. I think it even has a follow-up. He's going to be a bit more passive. Okay, so he evaded. That's the Abyss evade. We learned that last run. Or we're reminded of it. But yeah, we're basically from one of our SB1s into him throwing a special. we are taking off about 10% there. We're actually a little above 10%. So, yeah, I think Scorpion's going to handle this more than fine. Its taunts come. And because of the synergy, oh, the power gain on our side is really nice. Here we go. I'm saving my striker for I don't know what, in case you're curious. In fact, maybe we'll use it right now so we can just go above the light power. Do our special. It's okay. I stunned him, didn't mean to, obviously, so gonna back out. Keep our debuffs up, keeps our furies nice and high. Alright, and that'll be it. Yeah, Scorpion, especially with that Venom synergy. Oh wait, it's not over yet. Makes this fight an absolute breeze. It's just Mordo. Like, it's Mordo. That's my note for the fight. It's Mordo. Is there currently any way to get a 7-star Scorpion? There's not. So we'll definitely be providing a variety of options when I go through and do the guide. This team in general is one that's like, we had someone who said they actually had this team as a free to play, which was incredible luck on their point. But it is possible. That's why I did like my Heroes test run. I didn't use Human Torch, and I didn't use Hulkling, because I was like, you know, not everyone's going to have them. A lot of people are not going to have them, much less both of them, and which was really cool because I actually think I liked Spider-Punk. I don't know about just as much as Torch, but there was a lot to really like about Spider-Punk. Now, I believe we're just going to go down, but again, I know someone out there is going to go the wrong way, and I don't want it to be because I didn't mention. Make sure you've got a map. Make sure you know, right? We're taking the yellow path. We're going to go down. Anytime we can go down, we go down. Anytime we can go left, we go left, is my general understanding. I think it was MCoC Encyclopedia who gave that very specific advice when he was on stream the other day. Did you see they added a limbo token to the Sigil store for 10k Essentia? I did not. And it's in the Sigil store? Why isn't it in the Essentia store? Come on, if you're going to create a... Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Kabam monster can't hurt me if I don't believe in it. Okay. What are we on to? We're on to Venom the Duck. And we're going to use Mr. Mojo Potatoes. Venom Duck begins persistent at the beginning of the fight and be fully loaded. Okay. So he's going to get his buffs every time he throws a special, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. So, buffs. And this is at 157.15. Pre-Act 6 Mordo. Yeah, he was. I'm not going to even heal at Mojo. I kind of want to see how this goes. Remember, he gets that heal. So I want to see how he holds up on his own. Are we still live on Google, on YouTube? Something weird has happened on that side. What the heck is this? I'm getting chat, but like all of a sudden my YouTube went to Google. I hope we're still live, guys. I see chat coming through. I apologize if there was some sort of weird interruption. I have no idea what happened. Maybe I misclicked something. Currently can't be. All right, dude. Good luck. I'm not gonna jinx you, man. Knock on wood. I hope that continues to be. It'd be really a massive blunder for Kabam to change that. You're still like, thanks, old man. Easy. Hey, what's up, Joel? Thanks for being here, bud. Hey, I didn't know if this was common knowledge, but buffed magic is not really usable with recoils. She needs high MD and spam S1 for she gets totally dumped on for recoils, in my opinion. Yeah, I would imagine there might be some strange way around that through her limbo. I'm not really familiar with her. There's a lot of champions like that. That probably doesn't make you feel better. I feel like I don't know. I'm not gonna try to decipher intent in what you're saying. But yeah, any champion that's spamming specials, unless they're healing in some way, shape, or form, typically going to go very poorly with recoils. All right, let's get back to this. For those wondering, the Alliance costume is just tomorrow. Oh, wow. We got Packers. Not till Tuesday? That really does not go well with my plans. It's like Kabam is not concerned with my video plans at all, in the slightest. So this might just be an SB3 fest with MD. Why is Kabam? What is Kabam doing? They just recently this event and they're still getting. I don't know. That's why I went into the joke about them and time change. It's like they're just like, yeah, we're just not doing it. What do you mean you're just not doing it? Kabam gonna do what Kabam gonna do, you know what I mean? Got this back under better control here. No, I don't feel like this is under control. Okay, that's better. I was trying to figure out why we weren't reducing the duration of his buffs. They felt like they were taking a very long time, and then it feels like they all expired together. And I really am unsure as to why. Throw it, dude. Come on. Did I start on Mystic Hero? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pooch again. She was so good. I loved her for the Cyclops fight too. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then my Discord server voted on me bringing in North Star for the challenge instead of Strange. So I'm gonna rank North Star. And his name in French is Vega, so I'll be switching the game over to French and playing in French. Yeah, Sleep. I trust me, dude. I know. I get it. You guys saw me cover a lot of this stuff. I still cover the big things. I'm just gonna point things out to my viewers, and you know, I think it's important that we're informed and aware. But if I'm gonna keep playing, I can't, and don't suggest to my viewers either to ride the ups and downs. It's like, if you're still having fun, keep playing. If you're not having fun, like, don't. And just to be abundantly clear, that doesn't mean you can't come here and vent. This is one of the best, in my opinion. I don't often say my channel is the best at anything. I think this is by far the best place to vent about the game. Because I'm not going to shut you down and tell you you're wrong and an idiot or blah, 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 and they're doing their best. No, screw that. This isn't a little kid trying to, like, play Pee-wee soccer, man. They did their best. No, that's not what this is, right? At the same time, I'm not gonna. Even when I was at my most upset, I was like, this isn't gonna become like an anti-Kabam channel. Like, we're not gonna tell you tomorrow how to hate more. I'm gonna point stuff out, and then we'll choose to focus on the game. So I just want to be clear, because I realized that could have sounded like I was trying to shut you down, and I wasn't. All right. I mean, Mojo's obviously great for it. It's just an MP fest. We'll get to the chat here after this. MD Fest. Yeah, I don't know what else to say besides that. So it takes a little while. That's Mojo, though. I mean, the guy was getting like $20. Is Vega a Street Fighter reference? Yes, that's exactly what it's from. So I was young enough where Street Fighter 2 was super popular, like in the arcade. Like, I was never very good at it. It was an expensive game because you had to play quarters, but I loved it, and Vega was, I think, the second boss. I don't know. It was a long time ago. It was a long, long time ago. But he just seemed cool as hell, and I liked him, so I just used the name. I like the name too. I don't know why I like V letter or names and stuff. Like my dog was named Vega. And then the movie Pulp Fiction. John Travolta played a character named Vincent Vega, and I loved that movie. Again, I was like in high school though. I'm pretty old, and so I just have used Vega for various gaming things since then. Yeah, yeah, dude. Allison Edits. Is it Allison Edits has a great North Star solo? I think Allison has a great North Star solo of the Abyss Collector. I have seen V for Vendetta. I mean, I recall liking it. It's been a long time though. It's been a really long time. I was a Tekken player, but played more Street Fighter than I cared. Remember, Vega was a cool character. Yeah. Turns out, like, apparently he was supposed to be kind of a dick, which I was like, oh, that sucks. I didn't know that at the time, but I already love the name, so. I do enjoy the game. No worries. Yeah, thanks, Sleep. I just didn't want you to feel like I was trying to shut you down, because I hate that crap, man. That is one of the most annoying things, dude. Like, don't double down on gaslighting by more gaslighting. I cannot emphasize enough how much I completely wanted to remove myself away from that behavior of like treating players poorly, insulting them, being condescending towards them, especially when they're just coming with like very real and genuine, like, hey, this isn't working, or what's this, or does this champ need to be awakened, or whatever. And so I just wanted to remove myself completely from all of that, because this is literally the antithesis of what I'm about. And so, yeah, I just wanted to be so clear that I ain't trying to shut you down, man. This is, again, one of the best places to come and like vent, because you're just venting, man, I'll die on the hill that MK was better than. Okay, so Mortal Kombat was really cool. I still remember seeing that Sub-Zero fatality for the first time. It was still new. So I recall that too. And I recall being like, oh my God. What's the one where the dude like rips this, like, doesn't he rip the spine? Or am I totally confusing it with, am I totally blending it with the Doom doing it? And maybe I am. No, was it like Scorpion? Scorpion, thank you. Yeah. Gen X in the house. Yeah. So I'm in that weird generation. Well, people are like, just play the fucking game. I'm in that weird generation that's like in between X and millennial. There's like a 6-year gap. And so it's weird because I get both generations, but there's things about the like the beginning of Gen X and the end of millennial that I'm like, this is going a little too far into that for me. Hyperion's fight with a 30% passive indestructible effect. Is Howard bleed immune? This might be another problem with Venom. Isn't Howard bleed immune? Or is this maybe the old Howard? I could swear Howard is bleed immune. Okay. Vega, let me vent no end, especially when Hulk Hogan is. All right, Stink. So usually you come here, Stink, and we have a good back and forth with some jokes and laughter. But if you try to say someone was a better wrestler than Randy Macho Man Savage, we're gonna have words. No one was a better wrestler than Randy Macho Man Savage. No one, even Hulk Hogan, who I liked. I was a big Hulk Hogan fan. Don't get me wrong. don't make me get Lady Elizabeth involved in this, because I'll do it. I'll do it. Loved Macho Man, dude. Oh, and the Ultimate Warrior. I loved Ultimate Warrior. Okay, sorry guys. Got it. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. You guys got me all sidetracked. I got to take another break, I think, and then come back focused up. It was Lady Elizabeth, right? I'm pretty sure I got the name correct. Yeah, we may have to go open some crystals. We'll see. All right, so we moved on to this. We are now at 209. Howard the Duck, Venom, Indestructibles. And let's see. Venom. This might be a good chance for Venom to like really just melt something. Miss Elizabeth, thanks, Ness. I appreciate you bringing that in. I thought heavies were supposed to. These callouts. This must be from the guy that designed. JJJ. Because I don't feel like I've seen you before. And I think when you said they're from the synergy. So the challenge of this fight is just like evades. We should be cooking now. Good. Considering this is a rank 3 Venom, I think we're going to start to see some pretty nutty numbers here. Oh, stupid evade. Dude, that evade's really not cool. Let's see. I don't think it's going to do a ton on the health bar. We could spam SB1. We were getting a lot of power gain from 2 different synergies. But we could, yeah, and get the Fury buffs off. We could do it. Of course, I'd say that, and then we have literally no power gain. But I promise you, there's power gain. Yeah, that's nice. Nice little way to top us off, too. A lot of bleed damage. Remember, this is a bigger health pool one too. Get those parries in when he goes to heal. "11 years muted." You know what's funny is it's one of the many. Oh, I don't know why that happened. I must have done something wrong. One of the many funny things about doing YouTube that you learn is, dude, I cannot play without sound. I just cannot do it. But learning how many people play with literally no sounds, and again how badly Venom becomes. So I apologize to those of you who are just having your ears assaulted by the duck right now. No, Strange should not be a villain. Why are you saying that out of curiosity? Isn't that wild how someone can come in and say that? And genuinely, we've gotten to the point with this game that my assumption is that Kabam has somehow changed Doctor Strange into a villain. Like, they just decided last night, it was, you know what would be fun? Doctor Strange should be fun. Good shot on SB1. This is genuinely more fun than watching SB2. Like, I would never, on the sound thing, because I see you guys saying, I would never want to do like this without sound. Or a fight where I cared. I don't know, like if I was doing war, something where people were relying on me, battlegrounds, I would never want to do it without sound. We're almost there. Well. Cool. Yeah, Venom was good for that. He does heal. So parry to cancel it. My notes for the thing. I need all the advantages I can get. Yeah. Oh, we got kids, so play with the sound off. Sound like that. That's actually really nice move. Assume Dad. Nice job, Dad. Anyone know if Kindred would be good for the villain run? I mean, I the atrophy would be nice. Kindred's damage really isn't the best, but I mean, if it's the best you got, you know, because that's basically what we've been using with Mojo, you know. Okay, here comes another test for Mojo. So far, I'm really happy with this team, and it's at the moment who I will probably use, unless find out something about Madeline Pryor. Tito, you saw Tito in Santa Royal Rumble as a kid, dude. That's really cool. That's really cool. Miss Elizabeth, got it. Thanks, guys. Hey, Fusky, what's up, dude? I completed my hair run, leaf collector. Awesome. Okay, I'm like, so I would. It's not that far in. I would honestly suggest doing a run and getting to Captain Marvel and seeing how it works, because it might work great. It's also good for the villain run. It seems really similar with my thoughts on Kindred. Right, you're utilizing that atrophy, so there's a chance. I don't want to say no, but they weren't options that I jumped towards. Okay. Mojo time. Mojo potato, dude. Here, I gotta change that timestamp. Hype. Mojo. So this was my death on my Heroes run. I think the key here, and let's give Mojo a fair shot. I think the key here is going to be just doing everything to complete the prompts and nullify it if we need to. So go ahead and use the SB1 if it comes to it. So, like, right now, I feel like, yeah, like, look how short that power unit is. Like this. Just wanted to nullify. Probably wasn't necessary. Yeah, I mean, unless something weird happens here, I think Mojo is campers. Oh no, did I not have... What did I do wrong? Was I not close enough, maybe? Does anyone know what I do wrong? How long is Hyperion's power game? That is not feeling... I'm gonna have to look into these two kits because I'm missing some. You didn't do anything wrong? Why is Hyperion's power game buff lasting so long? Yeah, that's what I can't figure out though is isn't Mojo reducing it by 90%? His power game buff is really long. Signature ability. Hyperion's eternal physiology becomes more efficient, strong, and resulting in... Okay. I mean, if that's a SIG 200, it's probably up to 100%. Because this is before Kabam had discovered 125%. This is when they still only went up to 100%. Does it not say in his kit? This is weird. Again, I'm having streamer blindness. How am I missing this? Whatever. Oh. Something just happened. MCoC Noob, thank you so much for the raid, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks everyone who's coming over with Noob. Oh, dude, Linkblot is subscribed 48 minutes ago. I'm so sorry I didn't... Oh, well, we've got the really generous donation from Katya, but thank you very much, Linkblot. Are you malfunctioning? A little bit, dude. Yeah, welcome, Raiders. Appreciate y'all coming over. Basically, what I'm trying to figure out is, like, I mean, I understand the signature abilities come into play. And Austin, thank you for pointing out that Hype's power gain is really long. I cannot find the duration though. Like I'm not seeing it in Hyperion's kit. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to worry too much about it, but Hype is really long power gain. I mean, dude, no, something's wrong there. I'm wondering if this is one of those things where, like, Mojo's reducing the base duration, and then this added on 100% or whatever is going on top, like one of those order operation things that Kabam sometimes like says is fine, sometimes they don't like and fix. Like something didn't feel right there. If anyone's used Mojo for this Hyperion, let me know, because those power gains seemed outrageously long sometimes. You know, and there was a comment I really wanted to read. I was driving home from a WWF event as a kid, and then a car pulled up next to us with Bobby, Hegan, Virgil, and $1 Million Man. No way. $1 Million Man was eating cake, looked out the window and winked to his kids. We flipped out. Dude, that was awesome. That's awesome, dude. That's a great story. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's cool, dude. Yeah, if I was a kid, I would have been so hyped from that. Is there something with ability accuracy in the Abyss? Yeah, we're doing a link. We're doing a I'm doing a full run of a test for villains. And again, I appreciate all the new followers and who came over with Noob. Did I try Sinister for that period? No, I didn't. I used him so much of the for the ordeal. I decided to go with a slightly different team for this. I'm not totally dead set on what team I'm going to do when the objective fully goes live. But I'm doing this to one test. I think is a good stream. We can ask questions, find out weird stuff like this possibly. And then also get out a guide and stuff like that. I'll be streaming in it. I'll be on vacation when it goes fully live. I'll be streaming a couple days after it goes live. And then I'll be streaming the heroes this Wednesday when it goes live. Does it have ability accuracy reduction? I don't think so. Like, I really don't know what was going on there. I don't know. And because I was watching K2 and he mentioned the fight in Hyperion. It does have, maybe there's something specific about Hyperion. I didn't think there was. I pulled up the map. I don't know. I don't want to waste too much time on just that right now, but that was weird. What's up, MCoC? I'm trying with Sinister, Onslaught, Void, Mojo, or Purgatory. So I wonder how Sinister's gonna feel there without APOC. I'm really curious what you find, Noob. Venom has been really good. Where he suffered was mine's only rank 3 though, was the Iron Man fight, because I just couldn't keep Iron Man from gaining the armor ups, right? Like I can remove them, but unless you know something I don't, I could not keep them from coming up. So all my bleeds would fall off. So the fight just took a long time, and then I wasn't paying attention, and I actually accidentally sent Iron Man red when his massive power gain came into play. Yeah, you would want Mojo duped for sure. Yes. Right, I'd probably do Void with Iron. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's why you're the GOAT, man. All right, here, we'll do Mojo for this. We're up against the champion. 227. 10. The champion. Mojo. Actually, you know what? Hold on. There's no way that power gain buff was reduced by 90%. There's probably a reason, and like a lot of you are saying, maybe it has to do with the Abyss itself. Maybe it's Hyperion's signature ability. There's a reason. I just don't know what it is. And does Mojo need to be next to the champion? That's what I was wondering too. I started trying to stay closer, but that didn't seem like it was making a difference. Like the anti-life field goes across the whole map, right? I don't know. Yeah. All right, whatever. No, the new challenges come out on Wednesdays. Here, I'm gonna like, yeah, see, I'm like not next to him, and we're still, that idle one's a little scary to get. Mojo's freaking cooking this. Come on, champ. Okay, so that unstoppable. Maybe it is that long. It doesn't feel like it's 90%. Although having sent him unstoppable a couple times with Kushala, see that one's shorter. It's probably just between his hits one and the Abyss one. So it might be smart to still nullify everything. It did 50 seconds of summons, so 3 seconds feels about right, patchy. Okay, cool. That's from the Abyss itself, right, Noob? That's because I don't know exactly when you wrote that. It might be in between what I was saying. So it'd just be good to confirm that we're saying the same thing. Or I guess I want to confirm I understand. Like that shorter one's from his kit versus the actual one from the Abyss abilities. Which again could be a reason to filter your SP1 a few times to nullify a bot. But yeah, dude, Mojo's like laughing. Okay, so the Abyss Unstoppable is long, so maybe SP1 or nullify sometimes. Yeah, dude, I love this Mojo. Yeah, thanks, Mike. The buffs only decrease the duration if the attribute is placed before the buff applies. Purgatory. Oh, maybe that's what was going on with Hyperion's power gain. Because it felt inconsistent too. That could literally be it. So again, I know I'm saying this a lot, guys. I just want to make sure everyone knows. Make sure you go the right direction when you do this, okay? Just make sure. And then we're going to check again. I believe we're just going to go up. Like, we're going to go left, not up, if that makes sense. This is the fight that I'm actually the most concerned about by far of the whole run. This is the fight that would potentially make me go with the Sinister team. Not that the Sinister is awesome. Yes, from Abyss. Thank you very much, Noob. Thank you, dude. This fight's doable. People can get good at this. I was not one of them when this fight was live. When we were going through this thing the first time. This is why I'm bringing Kushala for one of the many reasons I'm bringing Kushala for the hero run. Her ability to block unblockables. I just could kind of turn my brain off and do this fight. So he has 2 modes: overcharge mode and spread shot mode. I always want to call it spreadsheet mode. He'll be on the fight in spreadsheet mode. Spread shot. During special attacks, the attacker cannot use dexterity mastery, and they will suffer 100% ability accuracy for all evade and auto block effects. However, the attacker's parry mastery provides 100%. So we have to well-time block that basically, and then overcharge are unblockable, so we have to evade. Cyclops can't get power for taking a hit, but he will get a bar power every 10 seconds. Okay, so Cyclops. We're gonna try this with JJJ. Overcharge, spread shot. Overcharge is unblockable. Parry. Okay, shoot. I was going to use JJJ because I was going to falter it, but I'm seeing that he can't miss either. You know what? We should use Venom. I'm not sorry, not Venom. We should use Scorpion. Because Scorpion has the steadfast, and then I can just parry all of them, right? I think that's what we're gonna try. Green is Perry, yellow is Dex. I'm gonna try Scorpion and see if that works out. I appreciate all the shout outs for the various like ways of remembering what to do. Not only is it helpful to me, but then it's going to be helpful to other people when they come in and do this. So thanks, guys. I'm going to see if this works. 2, 34, 30. Everyone has a plan until they get kabanned. You're bringing Void to power cheat? Dude, that's really smart, Noob. Where do you think of this stuff, man? Why are you so good at this, Noob? All right, let's go, man. We got a plan. Let's see if Kabam hits us in the mouth. That's an old Mike Tyson joke, by the way, in case you just know. Kabam's not actually going to hit any of us in the mouth. That would be cool if they brought in Mike Tyson or something. I would like that. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love you, Scorpion. I love you so much. Don't let anyone ever convince you otherwise. Uh-oh. Throw it, Cyclops. Good, Cyclops. Our taunt is wearing off, so our steadfast would be as well. Throw it, dude. Good. And I think the designer, I can't remember his name right now because he's relatively new. I just remember part of why I wanted JJJ was I just really enjoyed the designer on the live stream so much. He deserves some really high praise for, one, JJJ. It's a really fun champion. But these callouts, dude, these callouts that he put on some of these synergy partners are so much fun. Like, they are actually, like, preventing me from performing well at times. Beat it, you stinking yo-yo. Like, dude, I've seen that a couple of times now. I have no idea why he would be calling someone a yo-yo, but I love it. I'm gonna try something instead of just continue to do the same. Uh-oh. Throw it, Cyclops. Throw it. No! So, it is important to still learn it every once in a while because of the evade or just anything you could end up. No, it just pushes me back so far. I'm actually having a lot of trouble punching it. So I'm just gonna stop because I don't know why I was expecting different results from doing the exact same thing. And you can parry free, so it's not like that's a big deal. right, this will be done in just a second. I really like the simplicity of it. If you can prevent yourself from being pushed too far back, you actually can punish it. But if you're all the way up against the wall, dude, I just don't think it's possible. Like, I'm not going for it there. Not sure why we got stunned, but we did. Yeah, that'll do it. Dude, Scorpion was a beast for that. That was awesome. Leader should cheese this, right? Yeah, so Noob was on the Twitch side, kind of giving advice. I don't know if you guys are aware, he's really good at this game, and was talking about using Void. So I would imagine it would be a similar option. So yeah, good thoughts there of like basically inversing the power gain. Then you never have to worry about it. What defenders are you taking down with Scorpion in this run? So far, Scorpion has done all the Mystics. He did Mephisto. He made Mephisto a joke. I am running the Venom synergy, so the attack increase has been huge, right? And attacker, Scorpion, Mephisto. Oh, Mordo. He was phenomenal for Mordo as well. Like, those are some of my smoothest fights. And then this one was Cyclops, and then he's gonna take Loki for me right here. I did not enjoy this Loki fight just because it was just so slow. With Spider-Punk. Spider-Punk was great though. Spider-Punk was great at High Sig. At High Sig he was great. 225, 20, Loki, Scorpion. The Loki was really easy with Hulk, long but easy. You just kept him stun lock, I assumed. Yeah. Have fun with this upcoming Loki fight. It's miserable, dude. It's just yeah, it's just long. Like, it's just really yeah. I remember talking about, I was like, that kind of actually almost feels like the point of the fight is like just to see if at some point you'll make a mistake from rushing, which I actually did. I actually did do that when I was doing it live, because I tried to throw. I was so happy to get to a special finally that I threw it and then was at 0 power for too long. So just going to show the node again. So, you know, if you stay near him, he's going to drain you. And then if he drains you to 0 for 4 seconds, you take a big burst. It felt like more than 35% at the time, but probably was only that. So we'll see. I think this is going to go well. Because I think I can just medium and let Loki do this to himself. I just need to not stay near him too long. And the temptation to punish that special is just so high. I actually think that's one of the challenges of the fight. Is to remind yourself not to do that. Psycho with a passion for passion. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this up. Like, I don't see why I wouldn't just try to just do this over and over. Going pretty fast because of all the Fury buffs we're getting. Tempted to throw the special, but I'm just not going to play around with it. I don't think it's worth it. It probably would have been fine. Oh, dude, that power gain is coming in from the synergy with JJJ. That's also really nice, too. I didn't think about that. That little synergy team has been really solid. Noob, if you're still there, bud. I know not a lot of people have JJJ, but I think he's going to be really solid for the collector. And there were twice Captain Marvel got to her SP2 and the unblockable portion of it, and the synergy gives that falter mechanic to Mojo. And I was able to use that to get out of the unblockable SP2 of Captain Marvel, which was really huge. If JJJ versus the collector goes as smoothly as I think it's going to go, I may just use this exact same. No, dude. All right. I think, well, if I can do it, and if I can't get a really good fight in, it's going to be because I'm just not, I'm not an amazing player. It won't be JJJ's fault. I bet you though, a rank 4, and he's ramped up because I've been using him. Well, I don't think we have 8 fights in. Let me take a look. I bet you we could get it done in like 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Because I think MSD did it in 8 minutes, and his JJJ was not ramped at all. Like zero of the initial ramp done. So, and I think it took him 8 minutes, I saw. But also, dude, I pulled JJJ early because I was, I was opening them so I can test the champions and stuff. And I just got lucky. It wasn't even a graceful. I just got lucky and pulled him. So my J. Jonah Jameson is rank 4 and he's Ascension 1. Not a lot of people are going to have it. So it's not really like, I'm not advising people to use this team. I just wanted to use this as a way to test everything out and like have hands-on experience with it myself. I see chat in the YouTube side, but if I read the whole thing, I think I would not live to the fight. Yeah, not everyone is. I'm trying really hard to remember that, like, I do think these are roster tests, and in some ways they might be skill tests too. But I think if your roster is like strong enough, let's call it, I think that's probably the word. I think it has to be relatively wide. Like, there's not a lot of cases where, like, there's not a lot of sentries out there, right, that can do like a whole thing by themselves. I actually think these 4 have been really fun. I actually do not think EPOC is... I will probably stream it because I'm enjoying streaming and hanging out with you guys, and I'm trying to be a streamer. But I might need counseling afterwards. I might need to, like, call my mom and have her remind me that I used to be good at stuff. Like, I think it's gonna be ugly. I'm gonna need Noob to hold my hand through the whole thing. So I hope you're ready for that, Noob. Yeah, I think EPOC challenges are gonna be quite ugly. Is there a disadvantage? Basically, I just didn't want to stand next to Loki for too long, and but that may have been helpful, right? Because doesn't that elongate your future debuffs, if I remember correctly? But I just wanted to get my debuffs up to get the Furies from the synergy. I don't really think there's and if I'm wrong, I'm totally for it. I don't think there was a way to like make that fight fast. But I appreciate the shout out, and I know you're just asking a question too. You're not trying to be like sarcastic. EPOC's going to be painful. Thanks, dude. Yeah, just I don't have like good advice for that. I just remind people to try to be patient. So JJJ Noob has taken. So this is interesting to your point. Is I took the first 2 fights with him, Thing and Omega Red, and he hasn't done anything since. I almost accidentally used him for a fight, and the chat reminded me Quake. I was going to use him for Quake because I was like, well, really anyone can take Quake, and then they reminded me that I really wanted to crit and bleed Quake, so we used Zemo. So, yeah. I really enjoy this. It's giving me a reason to go through the Abyss. Never did it before. Dude, I've obviously done Abyss. I did it when it was new content, and I just unit manned my way through it. This is kind of a lot of my advice on this game is from me having made these mistakes. Right? I'm just trying to help y'all not make them too. And I just unit manned my way through. I was not very good at the game at all. And it just was not an enjoyable experience. Like, I remember getting it done, and it was relief. It wasn't joy, you know? What's up, Saiyan? Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I got him, man. Yeah, huge agree with you, Saiyan. Thanks for being here, bud. Oh, Lee, that's not a bad idea, right, man? For those who can't see, he's saying like what I could do here at the end is get a fight almost done and then bring JJ in to end it. Like I won't do that now because I'm gonna want Mojo for Cull, but I could do that with Invisible Woman and Cull and just get 2 more charges. The thing is, JJJ will ramp up in the collector fight because it's long enough anyways. But the quicker we get it done, the better. So thank you. I appreciate that shout out. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Thanks, dude. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Leo. Or Leo. Either one. As soon as I started explaining, JJ went into a break. Oh, you went into an ad break. Got it. I understand. I thought you were making a ramp joke about how long it takes. Aegon versus who are we going to use? I think I'm going to use Mojo. The attacker has some. Yeah, because we're doing all our stuff through specials. So I think we're just going to use Mojo anyway. So let's go. Mojo at 235. I can't think of a reason why Mojo won't work for this, so we should be good. And he's actually ramped up quite nicely now, too. Remember, the ability accuracy of your basic hits will not... It will reduce by 100%. But Mojo's doing his damage through the degens and stuff anyway. And our specialist should still be responding. Yeah. So this should be some serious melt here. Almost feel badly for Aegon. Pay attention to our prompts. Keep the anti-electrical up. Run into the thunderbolts. That's really good. Whenever you see lightning coming from the defender, you want to run into that. Don't let anyone ever tell you not to, okay? Right. Up to 3 bars of power. Does the run count? No. So the way it's been working so far, Jamaican, is the objectives are very clearly specifying like the final boss, like they're naming them. So what some people have been doing is getting basically to the final boss and then finishing it when the objective goes live or unlocks, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not doing that because I want to stream these live with you all. I've been having a lot of fun streaming. Those who follow my channel for a long time know that I enjoy streaming maybe more than anything about having a YouTube channel or content creator channel. And it's always been a scenario where I start streaming too much and then my real life job and stuff is like, hello. And I'm like staying up till midnight and it doesn't work. But so far we can keep it going. So yeah. And so that's why I'm doing these test runs too. One, to help us all out and get through these. And then also to get some guides going, that kind of stuff. These challenges come every Wednesday, at least based on the time zone that Kabam is on. I guess there's a chance maybe it's Thursday if you're in like Australia or something like that. Mojo was phenomenal for that. That was probably our fastest fight of the whole run so far, I think. Mojo's brutal. Dude, Mojo's been... I mean, this is like prime Mojo, though, right? Rank 4, 6200. He's not ascended, but boosted. I don't think we have a synergy helping him, actually. I don't think any of these synergies help him. Maybe they do. We should look at... I should confirm. Alright, so now we're on to Invisible Woman. And we'll be using Zemo. What's her abyssal ability? When the attacker feels more power, the attackers with the power sting. Oh yeah. These power stings don't really do anything though. Or they do. Well, hell, let me explain this. I explained it in the video I did today. Power sting but it's weak. However, you want, is it damaging debuff, right? An effect of any debuff. Okay. You want a debuff on IW or stunned. But if you're really up against it for some reason, the power stings don't do much damage. I remember we purposely triggered them a few times when we did the hero run. Mojo sick, dude. I've been having a lot of fun with him. In fact, let's look at that actually right now, real quick. Sorry, I know this isn't on the screen, but I'm going to do it fast, okay? I want to see if I have a synergy benefiting Mojo's damage, because I don't want to mislead anybody on accident here. If I'm misleading, I want it to be intentional. Yeah, no. There's definitely multiple synergies at play here. I don't know if any of them are really enhancing Mojo's damage. Where is he? Where's my beautiful boy, Mojo? What the heck? Why isn't he on screen? There he is. At the start of each fight, no, so we're just getting the falter from JJJ, which was helpful in that Captain Marvel fight, but that's not helping his damage. Yeah, none of these are helping Mojo's damage. This is just Mojo. He's ramped up, but it's just good old Mojo, dude. Yeah, Leo, it would be. I think even by Kabam standards, it'd be really, really weird for them to change the way the objectives are working now. So I imagine you're more than fine. I think if Kabam changed them now, they would get in they'd have a whole heap of issues that they don't want. All right, so we're doing this at 2:56:20. Just to kind of reiterate, because I know I'm doing timestamps directly to the fights, the power stings really aren't bad as far as like if you throw your special, the amount of damage they do. In fact, I'll intentionally trigger some. And you do though, see like right there, it really didn't. You really do want a debuff. It doesn't say damaging debuff, so it can really be any debuff. Though, if you're not going to trigger them, because she will stun you if you don't have those debuffs out. So ideally, you're bringing someone who can maybe help you handle invisibility. Here, watch. We'll trigger with 4. What do we lost 2% health. Really not a massive. So just keep that strategy in mind and have these debuffs on her. Remember, you do need a debuff though, so that's not a passive, right? Like that decelerate is a passive, the bleeds are a debuff. Throw it. Alright. And we'll finish this up. There we go. Yeah, I was worried I was going to press my special 3. I didn't really want to be yet. That's alright then. For the mini beauties of Zemo. Oh, and this is one of the fights where I actually am at the end of the fight going to let her defeat Zemo so I can get an extra charge for JJ. So thank you for that. Again, that was Leo who made this. I think I see the comment about how like it's not like you're not doing the run properly anyway. Totally agree with you, man. Totally agree. This is one of those weird ones. Like, do you remember when the crystals were bugged? And I was like, hey guys, like don't open them, they're bugged. And then that happened to be the one where Kabam like only gave you comp if you had opened the bug ones. And people were like, thanks, dude. And I'm like, I didn't know there was like Kabam has never done this before, you know? Like I was just trying to help give information. So yeah. But yeah, I'm with you. Like if they changed it now after they've let down 2 go by, I think they would get a lot of heat for it, and heat they don't. Okay, I got shoot. Zemo's too OP, man. Zemo would not let me do it. I actually just pulled this in. Dude, nice. Congrats. Really, man. Maybe I should. He's a good champ, man. You know, this is the game, right? Is like, there's always going to be something new, bigger, better, badder, whatever. Mojo's really good. He's stood the test of time. I would make sure you enjoy playing him. And keep in mind that having him at SIG, like high SIG, makes a big difference. It really does. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to evaluate if you like playing him. But I think he's really fun, dude. I think he's a really, really fun champ. Make sure you're expecting to MD, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, what is this? We're at Cull now. And I think we're going to use Mojo potatoes again. Each time this buff is nullified. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, this one might not go fast. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Let's see. I'm not totally sure how this is going to work. Because, you know, he calls out the desire to nullify his buffs. And he's going to start hitting like a truck. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's kind of a weird Mojo fight, right? I think we're just going to throw our SV1s. No, he seems to be taking the creeping damage too. Or is he... I don't know what's going on. Damage is happening, that's all it is. Because this is such a different era of the game, I'm going to throw an SB2 to see what happens. It feels like that did something. Right? I don't think I was looking at the right spot, but all of a sudden he has no buffs and a lot of damage. It's new, but it's really funny to look up and see your comments, like, because it makes me think I'm making pretty good decisions when I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this instead. Let's see what happens. And I look up and do the same. Maybe try that. Uh-oh, could be in trouble. So it's that combo shield. Throw it, dude. Throw it. Come on. Throw it. No, don't hit. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh, we got the prompting, so that's cool. Alright. I think we should see some large damage here in just a minute. Here, throw another one, Cole. Throw it. Okay, there's something I'm not understanding. Oh, okay. That's it right there. So why did he lost his combo shield because he was hitting me? No. Why did he lose combo shield earlier in the fight? We saw good damage at some point. Hey, what's up, Hicks? Yeah, you want to complete Mojo's tasks on the side. And if he gives you one that's like going to be tough to complete because of just what's going on, you want a heavy, which will reset it. And you or the opponent can complete them. So like back into a corner, you could back the opponent into the corner if you want. I'm struggling to think of why we got so much damage before. Is it because I pushed him to the special too? Is he getting a different buff for that maybe? Yeah, we're getting 12k ticks there now. So like we've got this this end buff. So now I need to get rid of my own dexterity. Right? So like as you get used to Mojo's prompts, there's a variety of ways to get rid of them. So like there, why did we have that massive burst of damage? He had his orange buffs. Oh, that's right. Okay. The stagger. Oh, the stagger from the relic. Okay. And I have not been using my relic very regularly. So here we go. Watch. Let's do this now. We're gonna do that, and then let's let him throw his SB1. We've got stagger up. He should. Let's see if we stagger 10 buffs. Come on, Cole. Come on, dude. Come on. That's why no one likes you, Cole. This is exactly why. I just want to be clear. Good call, bro. Thank you very much, dude. Oh, dude, Nico's gonna trounce stuff. Come on, Cole. Come on. You can throw it, big man. You got that huge hammer. There's nothing to be scared of. Good job. Way to be brave. Way to be brave. Way to be brave. Okay, please don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Throw your special, for Christ's sake. This guy refuses to play ball, dude. You gotta respect it, though. He was consistent. I'll be honest. I have no freaking clue what's going on. I like Cole, too. I love playing Cole. He's one of my favorite champions. But I have no idea what was going on in that fight, besides just playing Mojo. Maybe he loses the combo charges from special attacks. That's probably what that was. Anyways, I'm not going to worry about it, because it's not like the fight was ever in trouble. Okay, I'm gonna reset my phone really quick, and then we're gonna see what we can do against this collector, dude. Who are you using on the villain side for that fight if you're not using Mojo? I'm kind of curious about that now. Thank you for all the follows, by the way, guys, on the Twitch side. Really appreciate it as we continue to grow that. I think we're closing in on I think a really big milestone though on Twitch. We still got a ways to go, but we'll get there. And on YouTube, we're very close to a big milestone, really, really big one. Things have slowed down a lot with the beginning of the year, but that's pretty natural for this game and I think YouTube in general. But we'll be doing some giveaways, having some fun with that once we hit that milestone. So I'm pretty excited for it. Purgatory or Juggernaut? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Purgatory. Thanks. Dude, I'm excited to use my Purgatory and my free to play, but when my account's ready for this sort of stuff. We'll probably do, when I get back from vacation, I'm going to check the Alliance War Showcase. I think we're going to be able to get it done. I think we are. We'll see. All right, collector time, dude. Come on, JJJ. I will fully admit, I actually really want this. I don't have enough experience as a collector for me to think it's a realistic shot of a solo, but I really want this. So we'll see. I'm going to bait heavies and try to push him to his SB2 as much as I possibly can. And we're going to heal up. I actually also wonder if Mojo could actually be good for this, but I want to try JJJ. We've got only 2 of the build-ups there. But let's go. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. I should throw a special, I think, but I don't remember if he gains an immunity, power burn, or anything like that, and I don't want to. Again, same thing. I've just lost too many Coliseum runs from sending them red because I get too aggressive. And the synergy with the heal has been really nice. lend those. Alter the heavy. No, 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 no. Tanky boy is tanky. Although I think we lost. Thank you. I know that was something cool. I appreciate it. No, 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 no. Can't stun him. We're back into it. Matt, oh, dude, Evan's daddy, thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate that. We're getting really close here, dude. So thanks for the good vibes. I didn't think we were going to be able to get that prompt. No! No! Oh no! That's completely my fault. I forgot about that part of the whole thing. I forgot about that part of the fight. Oh my gosh. That, I mean, it's complete. I just forgot about. I told you I don't have much experience with this fight. I think we gotta get him back. I think this has to be the team that I use when I do this for the objective. Because I mean that we had that. Like that was so like so done. He's got what? I mean, like I probably could have even forced him to the special there. Oh my god. What was it too? It was the need to knock him down, right? I wasn't even thinking about that at all. And the fight was only 6 minutes. Oh, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the supportive comments, though. I blamed Spider-Man. I think if anyone's to blame, it's obviously Spider-Man. Oh, looks like it's a good place for Elot here. Yeah, yeah, I know, because they're I want to stream this with y'all. Have a good time. Although it's kind of dumb to do. This wouldn't be the first time I did something dumb because I thought it'd be fun. So we're gonna basically we're gonna let me see if I can just finish this off with one of the other. Crap, man, we had that. Yeah, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I had fun. I had fun with this. No, we'll stream it on Wednesday. We'll have a great time. We'll have a great time stream this on Wednesday. Try to do it revivalist because I had a death with Venom, and then come back, dude, 96K. All I had to do, and I actually chose to go cautious there because I was like, oh, we've got this. I was not even thinking about that need of the fight at all, and I'm pretty sure if I had strikered, if my recollection, I'll have to go back and look at it. recollection is I could have just gone to Striker, thrown a special, and we win the fight. Like, no part of me was thinking that that could happen. So I thought I was actually doing the smart thing, which I obviously wasn't. Just have to avoid blocking to survive it. Okay. So I could have used my my falter for all those hits in the specials. I think we can get this. I'm not going to guarantee it because there could be something like that that happens, but we could get this for sure. And we know, I know it now. I know which fights to take JJJ into. Um, I mean, honestly, there's a part of me that wants to throw recoil on him because we're getting a nice heal, and I think the heal is missing health, and he's immune to he's immune to poison and bleed. And you don't take recoil from special threes, right? I rarely run recoil. I don't think you take recoil damage from special three. That might be what we do. Oh, special attacks can't miss. Thanks, Soul Hunter. I appreciate it. All right. What's up, Hoosier? How you doing? True, no recoil on special three. It might be something to try. Does JJ need to be awakened for this? Yeah, it's helpful because it's what allows him to carry over his austere buffs. This fight's long enough where you're probably ramping to high enough uh, armor ups where it's fine and without it. But yeah, in general, he wants it. All right, let's go ahead and just finish this off. Actually, it's the collector. There is no just finish this off. Yeah. This is what I remember from when I did this the first time I ever fought this guy. And we weren't doing nearly as much damage as we're doing now. Should I take Unawakened Deathless Thanos Strength 4? Do you have a way to awaken him? Or are you about to do the Abyss Challenge, maybe? The reason why it's Thanos, Deathless Thanos, I think feels like a significantly easier way to play him when he's awakened and high sick. It just gets like when I did the Carina's challenge or whatever. It wasn't Carina's challenge. When I did like that Deathless, maybe it was a Carina's challenge. I ended up using She-Hulk. That's one of the many reasons why I love She-Hulk so much. Deathless She-Hulk is I thought I was going to use Thanos a ton, and I ended up actually using. I ended up actually using She-Hulk more, if it was my recollection of it, or way more than I thought I was going to, anyways, because I just liked her so much more for long form than Deathless Thanos Unawakened. He's great though; like he's truly one of the best champions in the game. So, yeah, and you know you're not going to pull him from a crystal or something. So, oh guys, I really appreciate you guys being here and helping me try to think that through. Yeah, that doesn't feel fun nor interactive, so I appreciate the jokes. Like, we had that fight. Oh. Gosh, that's really frustrating. Really, really frustrating. I was like getting ready to celebrate. I was totally Leon letting that. I think it is time to go. I appreciate you guys all hanging out, though. This was a lot of fun. Noob, I assume you were streaming, not that you're about to start up a new stream, because we would just raid you. So, no, you raided us, actually. Yeah. Or me, I guess. So we'll raid someone, keep the party going. Really appreciate everyone hanging out. I will put timestamps in this for anyone who wants to go back and watch the on YouTube. We can put timestamps, and I'll get out some sort of guide with the gameplay too. Give a lot of like thoughts on different champions and things to use. So Yeah, and then on Wednesday, I put it up on Twitter and on my YouTube post. A few minutes before the event goes live, I'll be streaming the Hero Abyss Challenge as well. Massive thank you to everyone who we've got so many new follows today. We're getting close. I want to get to 5K. I don't know why. That just feels like a great number. So we're definitely building, which is great. So I appreciate all of you doing that. And then a bunch of subscribes today too. Evan's daddy came in here. So thank you very much. And then also massive thank you to Katya for really generous donation. And I see you supporting a lot of the content creators on MCoC. And I just really appreciate you doing that. Hopefully you're still here and you hear this. So thank you, everyone. And I apologize, guys. I do need to go. I do need to go and get to some things. So I do see the questions. Feel free to join my Discord server. It's pretty active, and we answer a lot of questions there too. So let's raid someone here on the old Twitch side here. And we raided Anayan last time. He's great. I actually really enjoyed the stream. I was able to catch some of it while I was having lunch. But Pepe is live as well too. You know I love Pepe. So we'll go ahead and alternate over to Pepe today. Enjoy it. He's phenomenal. He's awesome. One of the most entertaining MCoC personalities out there. So make sure you raid, say hello to him for me. And I'll see you guys all on Wednesday. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.